Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Dubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest. Well, it's game day. The Edmonton Oilers open the regular season tonight at Rogers Place against the Calgary Flames. Here's how we expect the Oilers to line up. McDavid centering Draisaitl and Frederick. Nugent-Hopkins between Mangiapane and Savoy. Henrique with Howard and Tomashek. Philp with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Defensively, Ekholm with Bouchard. Contract extension today for Mattias Ekholm. 3-year extension, $4 million per season, so another 4 years in Edmonton for him, and he and his family love living here. He doesn't just like playing for the Oilers. They like living in Edmonton. You're going to hear from Ekholm throughout the course of the show. Nurse with Regula, who will finally make his Oilers regular season debut. Kulak with Emberson. Stuart Skinner, your starting goaltender. Calvin Pickard, the support goaltender this evening. So Jake Wallman out with an injury. Curtis Lazar will be scratched. Troy Stetcher will be scratched. And, of course, Matthias Janmark a little banged up as well. For the Flames, they don't have Huberdeau. Big guy out of their lineup. He's still hurt from a crash in the preseason. Kadri with Farabee and Klapka. Frost with Gradin and Coronado. Backlund between Zari and Coleman. Kirkland between Lomberg and Sharon Govich. Hanley with Uyghur on the back end, Ball with Anderson, and Bean with Pahal with Dustin Wolf in net. He has one appearance against the Edmonton Oilers in his career. It was the third of the 3 meetings these two teams played last year on March 29th. The Oilers won 3-2 in overtime with Draisaitl getting his 50th and 51st goals of the season. They played November 3rd last year in Calgary. The Oilers won 4-2, and they had an early season game at Rogers Place. Of course, you probably remember the Oilers started poorly last season. Calgary won that one 4-1. What else do you want to know, Jay?
What jerseys is Calgary wearing tonight?
Calgary is wearing the 1950 Cleveland Browns uniforms.
Yes!
Yeah, just a random throwback jerseys.
That would be fun.
Yeah, all right. In season openers, the Oilers are 24-17-4. In their last 2 season openers, they have been outscored by a combined tally of 14-1. In home openers, the Oilers are 25-15-5. They have also lost their last 2 home openers. Last time they played Calgary, first game of the season, they won 3-0 on October 4th, 2017. I think that's all the facts people need to know. I think my job is done.
Yeah, see you later.
See you later, everybody. I'm going to the rink. I'm going to line up at the media lineup to make sure I get through the metal detector unscathed. There we have it.
So it's going to be you, Tom, Hernan, and is Matthew going tonight from
Sure.
EST?
Sure.
Same seats as last year?
I don't know.
Oh, this will be exciting.
Well, I had a bunch of different seats last year in the press box because I had regular season seats in the same area. And then at the start of the playoffs, I was shifted over a little bit. And then in the Stanley Cup final, I was literally in the last seat at the west end of the arena up from the Panthers net in the first and third period. But yeah, I think we might have a good EST crew there tonight. I'm at every home game, so if other people are there, that's great.
It's great.
I sit with them and accommodate them. If not, then I sit by myself and sulk.
I wouldn't say you sulk.
No, I don't sulk. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. Yeah, exciting day. We're finally getting going. Man, oh man, a lot of contracts have been ironed out in the last few days. McDavid, the big one. Wallman, Ekholm, Knobloch going back a few days, so that's pretty significant. Around the NHL, we had Jack Eichel signing today, 8-year extension, $13.5 million. Kyle Connor with the Jets, 8 years, $12 million. Did you think Eichel would get more than that?
Yes.
Why do you think he didn't?
Well, is this already the Connor McDavid effect?
But Kaprizov might be the highest paid player for 5 years.
Probably. I would have thought Jack Eichel would have commanded a little bit more than that.
Pretty good player.
Very good player. Like he was the only, like as far as Vegas was last year in the playoffs, Eichel was the person you were scared of every time he touched the puck.
Right. Yeah, he was good.
Now, can they probably just can't pay him more than? Well, I guess soon he will. I guess be the highest paid Vegas Golden Knight, right? Because Mitch Marner's in for what, 5 years at $12 million?
Oh yeah, Marner. Forgot about him.
Yeah,
he used to play for Toronto.
See how it goes in Vegas.
We also have other NHL games tonight, including the Leafs and Canadiens. The Blue Jays game is at 5 o'clock this afternoon. 5:08, I guess, is the start time. So we'll be able to start following that on the ES. Or are we going to watch the Blue Jays or the? I think we have to watch the Blue Jays ahead of the Leafs Habs.
Yeah,
we got to watch a playoff game.
Leafs Habs. Who cares, Reid?
Yeah, who cares? It's in the other conference.
It's the Blue Jays.
It's the Blue Jays. So I watched the Blue Jays game last night. Started great, didn't end well, and then afterwards, I've been reading these Jack Reacher books by Lee Child for the last couple of years.
Yes.
I think I've read 10 or 11. So I finished a Jack Reacher novel last night. Spoiler alert: he killed the bad guy near the end.
Come on, Reid.
Yeah,
you can't give away the ending to the book.
Well, I didn't say which one it was. Well, I guess that narrows it down, though.
Gosh darn.
Narrows it down to all of them, I think. Though I haven't read all of them. So that was the Blue Jays game wasn't fun. The end of the Reacher book was pretty good. All right, he is Jay Milne. I am Reid Wilkins. Zachary Kubish is at the technical desk. We will hear from Mattias Ekholm and Chris Knobloch throughout the course of the afternoon. The extension for Ekholm. We will look at some of your predictions based on some polls I put up on Twitter last night while I was finishing the Jack Reacher book. We will have Drew Remenda on the show. Always a fun guest. Loves Jake Wallman. I bet you he was thrilled to see that Wallman extension. And we'll just dive into some other storylines as the season gets started. What should I do first here? Let's do, it's back for another season. It's the mystery player of the game presented by Hudson's Canada's Pub. You're invited down tonight for the Oilers game. You can join them Fridays and Saturdays after 9 p.m. for late night happy hour specials. Food starting at $4, drinks from $3.75. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. So, just to recap this, because we haven't done it, I guess, since probably Game 6 of the Cup Final was the last weekday game day that we had for the Edmonton Oilers. Throughout the show, I will give a series of clues, one at a time, usually a maximum of 5, unless someone gets it earlier. And what are we giving away? A $25 GC once again to Hudson's Canada's Pub?
Yes, sir.
All right, so pretty nice little thing to have to go out. Maybe you want to take your buddies or your romantic interest out on the town.
Your baby.
25 bucks.
Baby.
Hey, baby, we're going to Hudson's.
Hey, baby.
Want
some poutine?
Now, here's the rule. First of all, we only accept guesses that come in on the text line, which is 780-914. I'm giving out my own phone number again. 780-218-9999. Well, everybody knows the first 3 digits of my number by now and the area code, because doesn't Alberta have 4 area codes now? 780-218-9999 is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We only accept guesses that come in to the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Okay? That's all we accept. And we only accept 3 guesses per person. So you can't just spam every single athlete that you ever think it could be. Jay, and it's very easy for Jay to keep track of how many guesses you have. He watches the afternoon inbox. So maximum 3 guesses per person.
Can I just say something before we give out the first clue? Mex Bezozu is on holidays right now.
Oh.
So the door is open,
right.
People.
We have to make a rule that he couldn't win every time because he was very good at figuring it out.
I don't know how he does it.
Well,
this one would have been tough.
Tune. He's in tune.
This one would have been tough.
I don't know. Is it?
Yes, very.
Well, I don't know if it's that tough. The first clue is Brewers. Okay?
Okay.
Hudson's Canada's Pub, mystery athlete of the game. Again, do not put your guesses in the nasty chat. That's the chat stream on YouTube. That's what we call it if you're new to the YouTube stream. Do not email them to us, though I'll give our emails. Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. We only accept acknowledged guesses that come in on the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. And again, maximum 3 guesses per person. So you got to think. Do you want to take a wild stab at it early when there's only a clue or 2? Or do you want to wait till, maybe you think other people might have it, but maybe you have it and get it in a little bit later. Now, you see Casino Dealer Jay saying Milwaukee or beer.
TBD, bro.
The clue is Brewers. I don't give clues and then explain them further because that would be additional clues.
That'd be clueless.
So the clue is Brewers, and we'll give another clue, hopefully probably around 4.
Oh, we'll forget.
We might forget. Somebody might have to. Coob will remember. Coob from the technical desk.
Somebody prod
will
us.
throw a stuffed animal at us.
Ooh.
The stuffed animals were the key to Reacher figuring out the mystery.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was. That was one of the ways.
That's a load of BS.
Bonus points. Now, this you can put in the next chat.
Get out of here.
What Reacher book am I talking about? He killed the bad guy in the end, and stuffed animals were part of the way he figured it out. Somebody's going to know that in the nasty
This
chat.
Reacher
or
guy
texting
is
in.
something else.
He's smart. Well, he was wrong at first, and then stuffed animals helped him solve the mystery in this book, in this particular Reacher book.
By the way,
Somebody's going to know it.
Bones.
This is not for a prize. This is just so I can actually connect with somebody for once in my life.
You want to know what you did? You just stole some thunder from dear old Bones. He says, I was going to start a Reacher novel, but now there's no point. You can't give away spoilers.
Well, yeah. Actually, the stuffed animal thing is a spoiler, and it's real. That's really in the book.
I still don't believe you.
Well, somebody's going to know the title of the book.
Is it a children's book?
No, Reacher or not. I would not recommend Reacher probably for.
Well, then why is there a stuffed
preteens.
animal in it?
I think if you're like in high school, you could read Reacher.
I thought you were going to say if you're in high school, you can have a stuffed animal.
Well, you can have a stuffed animal, whatever point you
Can you
in your life
read?
you want, if you want to.
Really?
I'm not going to judge.
No? Okay. I'll start bringing my stuffies to work.
Yeah, if you got a stuffy, bring him or her in.
Oh. Sure. I will.
All right.
Gager brought his stuffy in. Remember that big bear at the old place? Bear was like this big.
Was I there for that?
Probably.
I don't remember everything. All right.
A lot of good guesses coming in.
People are already guessing
Oh,
for the mystery athlete of the game.
Yeah, you should be.
We can't give any wrong answers.
Well,
I bet you people are guessing this. I'm going to write a name down for you.
yeah.
I bet you people are guessing this.
No. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of that.
Lots of that.
Yes.
So whatever. That's fine. That's fine.
Still got it, eh, Reid? Good to know.
We'll see if I got it. The summer of not doing mystery athlete of the game, you reminding me about it at about 2:40 this afternoon. Jay's like, you got a mystery athlete for tonight? Oilers play. Oh, yeah, Jay. It's right here. It looks like you're writing the clues down just now. No, this is just my grocery list. I have the clues on another paper. Oh, like on your... No, it's already in the studio. Really, you already have the clues.
Just be honest with me, Reid.
All right, so that's the Hudson's Canada
Is
Club.
it the killing floor?
No, that's the first one in the series. And it's not Bad Luck and Trouble. I've read both The Killing Floor and Bad Luck and Trouble. I don't think there are stuffed animals in that help him make the solve the crime.
Is it Jack Reacher? Get stuffed, as VR Montenegro
That's the
says.
book VR is going to write on his own, I think. All right, if you are taking us in on YouTube, click the thumbs up.
Click. Must you click? Please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
All right, we try to get at least 100 every show. Should be very attainable today as we get rolling with the Edmonton Oilers regular season. Puck drop tonight is 8:18. I know the schedule says 8 o'clock. That usually means like 8:07, but there will be a bit of a pregame ceremony today, which is a good way to lead into our off-topic topic. Though I can also tell you the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola starts at 7 here on Edmonton Sports Talk, and then he's on after the game for the Oil Stream postgame show. I will be on that doing Reid's Read, presented by Ewell, which will be pretty fun. So the off-topic topic stems from, is inspired by the Oilers fans and tonight's pregame ceremony, because they introduced the team, right? This is the time where they introduce the whole team. The off-topic topic presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536. The off-topic topic is, what should the fans in Rogers Place tonight chant to show their support and love for Connor McDavid?
Ooh.
I mean, MVP he gets chanted. He has yet to play a game this season.
That's too easy. I think Huss had a really good one on the lock shop. And it's simple, but it's to the point. Thank you, Connor.
Yeah, could be.
Right? That would be good.
We love you, Connor.
We love you, Connor.
12.5.
12.5. That would be nice.
AAV.
AAV. Yeah, that's not bad.
Cap space.
Right.
I don't know. What should the fans chant? And maybe this could be something not just chanted during the introductions, but even during the game to show their love for Connor McDavid. Send us some ideas. Maybe you're going to the game and can try to get it going tonight.
Here's a question for you. You say that game's supposed to start at 8:18?
8:18 p.m.
What if they just keep chanting? Like, Connor McDavid could get a 5-minute standing ovation when he's introduced, right?
He'll get quite a
like, what if they don't
substantial ovation? I think that they're probably, I would guess, I don't know, I could ask Al Stafford about this. They're probably instructed to just give it some time. And you know what Connor's going to do? He's going to do the wave and then give the nod and kind of like, okay, we're good, and then probably Al Stafford on the PA is just told to, okay, just keep going.
Don't stop. But don't stop, fans. Don't stop. Make them pause. Make this game start at 8:20. That's my goal. Why not?
Lenny eats.
Yeah. Somebody put Lenny in the chat as well. So anyway, that's the off-topic topic for William Huff. What should fans chant tonight to show their love / appreciation for Connor McDavid? We can have some fun with that. Okay, we also present to you every day around this time. It is your afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. Hey, this is Chet Palmer with your sports report. It's the lid lifter for the Oilers tonight at Old Rogers Place. Boy, they're giving out contracts like my brother-in-law's St. Bernard gives out whiskey shots at a Christmas party. The Big Viking, the latest to get an extension. Those scoundrels from down south are in the visitors' room tonight. Sharon Govich? Sorry, I don't share my Govich. The Blue Jays got Judge's gavel last night in the Bronx. They get another chance to advance tonight. Those bullpen boys better find a strong cup of joe to give them a lift. I'm Chet Palmer.
I really want to meet Chet's brother-in-law. This sounds like a fascinating person. He's got a gambling problem, and his dog serves whiskey.
Well, I was thinking
of one of those St. Bernards.
I wasn't thinking of when Chet read that. Yeah. I had the image of one of those St. Bernards.
Rescue
St.
dogs?
Bernards, the rescue people in the mountains.
Yeah, supposedly.
Right, and they always got the cask around their neck with the medical sign on it.
Can you imagine? I just had a meeting with the people over at Marmot Basin today. I'm going to inquire with them that they should get a resident dog on the hill that just has alcohol hanging around its neck.
Right.
And if you run across this dog, it's like if you I don't know, call it by its name, it sits and you just have a quick little.
Right.
Wouldn't that be fascinating?
Yeah.
What would you call that? The Marmot mead? The Marmot mead?
The Marmot mead. Yeah.
There you go. There. Solved the problem. Well, we might be causing more problems with that one.
Perhaps. All right. So there's your sports update, your afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. You ready for the night?
Yes.
You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Second Oilers season for you as a broadcaster?
Woo.
You feeling better than you were going into year one?
100%. 100 times better. Yeah. I mean, when you watch it from here, and this is no secret to anybody that has watched us since the start of our show, you just watch it differently. Now seeing it from a different angle, sitting beside you and prepping for the show with you, getting your takes and insight, changes how you watch the game. Like tonight, there are some things that I'm really looking forward to that we discussed earlier. How is Tomaszek? How is Frederick?
Yeah.
Right? And a little secret for y'all. Might be something special coming up on Jay's Play of the Day.
Oh, my goodness. Jay's Play of the Day around 3:40 this afternoon. That's in about 21 minutes.
Yeah.
You've prepared something Oilers-centric?
Oh, it's Oilers-centric. I mean, why not?
Is it titillating?
This is titillating as titillating can be. Is that?
Are there... Okay. It's a special day with the season starting.
Yeah, very.
Could there be plays of the day?
You've said too much. But yes, there is.
So, Mr. Bond.
Yes.
It appears one play wasn't enough.
I wonder what the Emperor would say about that.
The Emperor's ready to go. All right. We're going to have a great afternoon. You're going to hear from Mattias Ekholm. I mean, look, you've been hearing him as an Oiler for a little over 2 seasons now, so you know how well-spoken and thoughtful he is. Very candid and honest today about life as an Oiler, and maybe even more importantly, life as an Edmontonian. Because I do think Edmonton, and I know we have listeners from outside of Edmonton, but for Edmontonians, I think we like to hear that. Positive things about the city from people who come from the outside.
Sure.
Because I believe this, that Edmonton is a very misunderstood city by most of Canada. Okay, yes, it gets cold. All right, like I'm sorry.
It's not such a bad thing. Honestly.
Yeah, and that's the climate. That's not the vibe of the city. That's not the people, So Ekholm has some very positive ththings to say about living here and having a family here, which we're going to get to as well as the hockey stuff coming up. All right, text us, afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. That's not my personal phone, so I almost gave it out again. Though really, most people probably wouldn't care if they had my phone number. Well, there might be the odd troll or two.
Oh, you'd be getting
block
a lot
numbers.
of
You could block numbers on your cell phone too.
How many messages do you think you'd get if you said, "Hey, here's my phone number"?
Less than 20.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm taking the over on that.
Because what would most people say?
Hey, Reid. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
None of it would probably be like, "Hey, I hate you."
Of
course.
Hi, Reid. Of course there would.
How you doing, Reid?
Yeah, maybe it would just be silly stuff.
Be a lot.
All right. Ekholm comments, Knobloch comments throughout the afternoon as well. Here is Zachary Kubish.
35-year-old Mattias Ekholm has been locked up through the 2028-29 seasons with the Oilers, signing a 3-year extension worth $4 million annually. And from Edmonton tonight, it's the Oilers and Flames clashing at 8 o'clock. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, which goes live at 7 right here on EST. And it's being reported that Jack Eichel and the Golden Knights have agreed to an 8-year extension worth $13.5 million per season. Around the league, the Kings and Golden Knights battle. Toronto visits Montreal with puck drop at 5 o'clock, while the Bruins and Capitals match up as well. MLB action, Toronto and New York have Game 4 of their ALDS. Jays falling 9-6 last night with their second chance to close out the Yankees, up 2-1 in the series. First pitch for that one, just after 5, Louis Varland to the mound for the Bluebirds. And one game's live right now. It's the Tigers and Mariners underway, bottom of the 6th. Detroit has taken a 7-3 lead after being down 3-zip to Seattle. Detroit with 2 outs. Kerry Carpenter at bat. The Tigers are trailing 2-1 in the series with their backs up against the wall. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show continues on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
2 guys and a goalie.
Cass, let's get your thoughts on this, man. When you first heard it was going to be 2 years at the exact same cap hit, what came to your mind?
Oh, my jaw hit the floor. And all of a sudden, all my theories that I got called crazy for, that everyone in Toronto and Calgary was just tearing me to shreds, all of a sudden that became so much more plausible and realistic.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
The Blue Jays are playoff ready. Are you? Store your treasures with Sentinel Storage and create space for watch parties and cheering with friends. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon, along with Jay Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. We are with you until 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, the stream resumes with the Oil Stream pregame show, hosted by Tom Gazzola, getting you ready for the 8 o'clock game between the Edmonton Oilers and the Calgary Flames. Both Jay Milne and I yesterday picked the Flames to get into the playoffs. We'll see. They don't have Huberdeau tonight. They're going to have to do it a little bit by committee, if you look at their lineup, I think. But, hardworking team. We'll see if Wolf can have a good sophomore season after having an excellent rookie season. So, hey, questions for every team. Tonight for the Oilers. So who's making their Oiler debut tonight, off the top of my head? Mangiapane. Savoy played last year. Howard. Tomashek. And Regula.
Yeah.
So 4 guys making their Oiler debut.
Which one of them?
And Lazar will probably soon.
Which one of them do you think surprises you the best?
Oh, I'm never surprised.
You're surprised by Regula?
He's been very good.
That's been a surprise.
Yeah, that's fair.
A pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise. Yeah, and I mean, so I want to see how he looks in a regular season game, which he has played in before, but coming back from obviously a pretty significant injury. So, yeah, let's get going. Our old buddy Rasmus Andersson ready to go for the Calgary Flames. Kadri, would he be an old buddy for the Oilers? I think he would be. I'm sure he's a lot of people's old buddies. And Sharon Govich, as Chet Palmer says, he's not Sharon my Govich.
I love me some Govich.
You like the Govich?
Oh, I love good Govich.
Actually, I like warm Govich.
Yeah, I like it baked. Good baked Govich.
A little bit of baked Govich.
Yeah.
Always hits the spot. All right, so the Oilers news today, besides them playing their season opener tonight, is that defenseman Mattias Ekholm signs a 3-year contract extension worth $4 million per season. So he's in the last year of his current deal, and so this is 4 more years as an Edmonton Oiler. As we go into the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. All right, so Ekholm, first of all, commenting on the length of this deal.
Yeah, I mean, that was the goal as well, to find a deal where, I'm just wanted to retire in Edmonton. That's the whole goal. That's the purpose of this this deal. And we'll see at 39 if I have another year in me. But let's start with this and see where it goes.
All right, so he wasn't afraid to use the R word, about retiring as at Edmonton Oilers. So he's making $6 million against the cap this year, down to $4 million in the 3 years to come, and in each year that passes, it'll be a smaller and smaller percentage of the cap. But initially, Jay, when I saw news of an Ekholm extension, I was a little bit surprised because I did think to myself, okay, he makes a decent chunk of money. He is a pretty good player, but he is on the back nine of his career. Do you want to wait to see how he plays until you sign him to a new contract? And then, if it comes around July 1st and he wants more money than you think he's worth, even if he has a decent season, then you have to let him go in free agency. But then when you consider he's not going to be asking for a late career raise or even to stay the same, he's fine taking a $2 million per season pay cut to remain an Edmonton Oiler, then it's a fairly low-risk contract, I think. I mean, it does have a no-movement clause. I get it at 38, 39 at the end. All right, I mean, could he be fading? Could he be injured? Sure, that's always a concern. But he is still on their first pairing.
I was just going to say that.
In the last time we saw him, he wasn't healthy. In the stand, he said that in the Stanley Cup final, he was playing more to survive than to make plays. So if you consider that, I mean, if in a couple of years he drops down to the second year, and then if his last year he drops down to the third pair, and he's making $4 million, and he still has all the leadership and gravitas that he has, then I'm okay with it at this dollar amount.
Isn't there the thought though that Ekholm is just different, built different? Like, Ekholm could pass as an Edmontonian. You know what I mean? He's just got that toughness to him. And I think looking at that number, find me another top pairing defenseman in the NHL. I'm sure there is, but I'm just saying this for the purpose of it. That's at that dollar valuation.
Well, yeah, and he's still, I mean, that's the thing. He could still be Bouchard's partner next year.
Yeah, well,
on the top pair. So,
I mean, Ekholm healthy, even, was he healthy at all last year at the start of the season, I guess?
Was it? No, I think it was 2 years ago he missed the first game of the year. Or did he? I think it was when they lost 8-1 in Vancouver, he missed the start of the year. But yeah, he battled some injuries last season. What was it? The adductor, not the abductor. Those are both muscles. Like he said himself adductor. But anyway, we read about it. It's something that
one's on the inside, one's on the outside.
It sounded unpletted to skate with that
Terrible
type of an injury.
Skating,
yeah. So yeah, and I mean, and he is, and I asked Knobloch a question along these lines today, but I'll tell the story again, and I know I've mentioned this to you before, but I think it's worth bringing up that I think he is kind of the dad of the team. I know he's not the captain. I know he doesn't wear a letter. I know he's not the only guy, in his 30. Well, now he's, because Perry's gone.
He's 35.
I guess he would be the oldest guy. Henrique's also 35. I'm not sure to the day who's older. But I remember Todd McClellan telling a story that, back in that 16, 17, 18 era, that Andre Sekera was kind of the dad of the team. Like, he didn't say much, but he did things the right way, and no one wanted to disappoint him. And if he did speak, he usually carried some weight, and he sort of was the dad of the team. And just like McClellan was kind of like, you don't want to let your dad down, but when you've done something right and your dad gives you that little nod, it feels good. I can't remember if that's exactly how Todd told it. But to me, that's what Ekholm is. He's sort of the dad of the team. Like if he says something, I was going to say you're probably going to listen. No, you are going to listen. And I think, and I'm going to tell the story of a play again from the Stanley Cup final in 2024. So they were down 3-0, and then they blow Florida out 8-1 in the fourth game, right, to stay alive.
Yep.
And it was, I think it was the McDavid goal that made it 4-1 early in the second period, and the puck came to Fogle just inside the Oilers' blue line, and he got creamed. A hit from behind, probably should have been a penalty, and he got creamed face first into the boards. But he chipped the puck. I think he got it to Bush, who got it to Hyman, who got it to McDavid, who scores on a wrist shot. So Fogle doesn't get an assist on this play. His name's not going to get announced. He's not going to get a stat. But he made the play. He got the puck out the blue line and paid the price. And they were celebrating in the corner, and they're all kind of, high-five McDavid and saying their thing. And Ekholm took a moment, put his glove on Fogle's head and kind of pulled him a little closer and kind of said something and gave him a little nod. That, to me, that's the dad moment. It's like, hey, son. I don't think he called Warren Fogle son in that moment, but kind of like, I saw what you did there. I saw you do the right thing.
Yeah.
I saw you sacrifice yourself, put your well-being at risk, so your friends could go play, right? To put it in childish terms, but I saw the play you made, right? You're not going to get your name on the big screen, and you're not going to get announced and assist, but I saw it. You know what I mean? Like Ekholm's the kind of guy who will do that, and I would imagine that if you're an Oiler player, if it's kind of like, well, if X says I did the right thing, I must have done the right thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe I'm romanticizing this a little bit, but that's kind of how I see him.
Okay, but that's the point, is that you romanticize him because that's how Edmonton feels towards this player, right? I mean, this is a person that almost embodies what an Edmontonian is through his play on ice, off ice, right? They seem to love it here in Edmonton, and I think you're going to get into some more clips there. But I think that's why this is such a big deal, is because he was brought in at a time when nobody thought Ekholm was even in play. Ekholm was being moved. And when Edmonton landed him, that was a major statement, right? So if you can get 2-3 years out of him at a fairly competent level, which I think he's kind of got that farm boy in him or something, where it's just, you just wouldn't be surprised if come the end of this contract, he's looking for a 1 year, $2 million deal, and you're going to say, yeah, absolutely.
Here's the thing, and I think I've sort of said this about before, and I know, look, they got to go out and play. We're not judged by their personalities, but he's a very relatable human being.
Sure.
Like I feel like Mattias Ekholm, he's the type of guy you could knock on his door and say, hey, Mattias, I got to impress this lady tonight. She loves wine. What wine should I buy? And he'd say, Reid, I go get this one. And I also feel like he's the type of guy you could knock on his door and say, Mattias, my lawnmower does not work. Can you take a look at it? And like he has that, like I said, kind of a gravitas about him. And quite frankly, I know he's got the new contract and a year left. If he would have retired on August 1st, I think Oilers fans still would have said, you know what? You made a difference, man. Like, thanks. But he's going to be here for 4 more years. But let's get a little bit more here. Here is head coach Chris Knobloch on Ekholm.
Guys have so much respect for him. I didn't know him very well. Obviously, seen him play for their Nashville for many years, and then come to Edmonton, and then me coming here. And you just see the presence that he has on the ice. He plays against other teams' top lines. He's part of some power play, outstanding on the penalty kill, plays on a top pair. So, for that side of it, a lot of respect. But here's also in the dressing room, you guys have so much respect for him because he's a pretty honest player. He's he'll call out guys when they're not playing at their best, and he's a pretty good leader. So I think we have a lot of those guys, but I think Eki's one of those, probably carries a little more weight for the guys that don't actually wear the letters.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Anybody can lead, right? You don't need to have a letter, and Ekholm certainly does that with his play, and I think with his presence on and off the ice. A couple of things. We were talking about the Edmonton angle. Ekholm says his family loves Edmonton.
Yeah, I think for me, it's been the full package when it comes to our family. Like, my wife loves it here, our kids love it here. They school, they have friends. We have a really big network outside of hockey, and obviously on the ice speaks for itself. The team that we have, the organization itself, first class, takes care of us every day. And there wasn't any question marks, to be honest with you. We just wanted to find a fair number, and then we definitely wanted to stay.
All right, and Ekholm little bit more on the city of Edmonton later, says, you know what, it's been better than he expected here.
I did not envision it to go this way, but obviously it only took a couple months, and we really enjoyed Edmonton as a city. Obviously, when you're on the road side of things and you just come here for the colder months and whatnot, it's probably harder. You don't know as much about the city, let's put it that way. You kind of tend to stay in the hotel and you go to do your dinner and then you play the game. But I've been really surprised about the community that is within Edmonton. I think it's fantastic. I think there's places around Edmonton that's absolutely gorgeous, and we really enjoy being here and really happy the way it has turned out, if I'll put it that way.
I think that's like a genuinely happy guy. Like he's in a good place in his life.
Yeah.
And yes, everybody, I know he wants to win this, and there's always that one person. No, there hasn't won the cup. Okay, he's trying. He's trying, everybody. He's trying.
Settle down.
But like to me, that's a guy who sounds to me like he's genuinely in a good place, professionally and personally, which is nice to hear.
And it is different, Reid, to hear. Yeah, my wife loves it here. My kids love it here. We have a great, things that we just take for granted, right? And everybody says, oh, it's like Sweden weather. That's why they like it here so much. Well, that's fine. That's great. But it is refreshing to hear a professional athlete say, there's so much more to Edmonton than what you just see when you come here for a road trip. So very encouraging. It's a positive thing. That's why I think it resonates more with Oilers fans today, seeing him signed. He almost feels like he's one of us.
Right. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Right?
So it feels like, no, this is where you were meant to play. This is the team you were meant to be on. More from Ekholm and some other comments from Knobloch about some other members of the Oilers as they get set to host the Calgary Flames tonight. 8 o'clock, actually 8:18 face-off at Rogers Place. I'm not doing it yet.
Fine.
I want to do the second clue a little bit later. I want to remind people, if you are on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, do so. And if you have not given this show a thumbs up, do it now.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
If you already have given the show a thumbs up, then click share and send the show link via email or text off to a friend, family member, coworker, enemy, and say, hey, check these guys out. They're talking Oilers. They're, of course, talking other big stories. Blue Jays' big game today. Elks' massive game coming up on Saturday. We got all that covered for you. So share the show link. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. We tried to get to 100 thumbs. Can we get to 100 thumbs in the next 20 minutes?
Why not?
We should be able to. Everybody get in there. Don't be a pleasure delayer. Bring us the pleasure now.
Yes.
We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Taco Tuesday just leveled up at the Canadian Brewhouse all day. $3.49 new tacos and quesadillas after 4 p.m. Sip on $5.99 margaritas, $2 off Corona tankards, and tequila shots starting at $5.99. More from the Oilers Morning Skate. The second clue in the Hudson's Canada's Pub, Mystery Athlete of the Day, and Jay's Plays of the Day. In the next section, here's Coop.
Mattias Ekholm has inked a 3-year extension with the Oilers worth $4 million per season. The Oilers open their season against the Flames tonight at home with puck drop at 8 o'clock. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee up the game an hour before puck drop, only on EST. Around the league, TSN's Darren Dreger has reported that Jack Eichel and the Golden Knights have agreed to an 8-year deal worth $13.5 million per season. Golden Knights, they do play tonight against the Kings, while the Leafs and Canadians kick things off at 5 o'clock. The other game sees Boston and Washington going toe-to-toe. And it's a full slate of baseball playoff games. The Jays look to close out the Yankees after Toronto collapsed in Game 3. Toronto leading the series 2-1. Louis Varland to the mound. First pitch just after 5. And right now it's the Tigers up 8-3 over the Mariners entering the 9th inning. Tigers trailing 2-1 to Seattle in that series. After that, the Brewers and Cubs hit the field. Milwaukee up 2-0 in that one. Later on, the Phillies look to stay alive against the Dodgers, down 2-0 entering game number 3. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. today. The Reid Wilkins Show continues with Jay's Play of the Day next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The oil stream.
To me, it's different than last year when the Oilers had lost the Cup final in 24 and everyone was coming back for last season and the start of it. It almost felt like, oh, we're back. And the cloud had still been lingering over the team and the city after the loss. I don't feel that this year. And I got that sense from the guys in the room.
The oil stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit GalloLLP.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
It is an Edmonton Oilers game day, the first of 82 in the regular season. Tonight at 7 right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, Tom Gazzola hosts the Oil Stream pregame show to tee up the contest against the Calgary Flames. And then Tom on right after the game as well for the Oil Stream postgame show. Matt Cassian on that. I will join you for Reid's Read, presented by Ewell. Good stuff. Keep giving us the thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Very, very special time of the day.
It's Jay, it's Play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's Play of the Day. It's Jay's Play of the Day. Jay's Play of the Day.
Presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you have a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer whenever works for you. Download the Play Alberta app today. Get started with a $50 casino bonus. Just deposit $50 with promo code EST Casino. Play smart, play local. And remember to use your game sense.
Okay. People are a little upset that I went against the Blue Jays last night.
Well, but they would have won money, though.
Well, if you rode with me last night, you rode it all the way to the bank.
They could have just won money.
Sorry to say, it was a Jay happy birthday hedge bet. It's no longer my birthday, so I don't need to be happy. I just need to make plays. So here's what happened. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking on my way in, I'm drumming, just thinking something up pretty good. And I see Dustin played Trent Frederick. Dusty's play of the day, 1+ points, boosted to plus 153. It's a nice play. I was along the lines of that.
That's all it is for Frederick to get a point.
One point.
Okay.
So then I thought, okay, let's go all in on the Oilers. Connor McDavid goes nuclear. Leon Draisaitl does Draisaitl things, and the Oilers win. So that's my play of the day. Oilers win. McDavid 2 or more points. Draisaitl 1 or more goals. That's boosted to plus 215. Then I'm thinking, you and I were talking. I said, you know what, Reid? How did Mangiapane leave the Calgary Flames? Mangiapane was traded to the Capitals by the Flames for a second-round pick.
Okay.
You think there's a little bit of P&V in his game tonight, Reid? You think he doesn't want to score an opening night goal against his former squad? Who parted ways, some of the words that he said, by the way, were a little damning of the Calgary Flames. So there might be a little fuel for Andrew Mangiapane tonight. So I asked the good people over at Play Alberta, can we make a Jays spite play of the day? So you have 2 Jays play of the day. You have the regular play of the day, and then below that you see Jays spite play of the day.
Oh my goodness.
This might become a thing.
This is great.
This might become a thing. Andrew Mangiapane to score a goal has been boosted. Listen to this number. Boosted to plus 510. Massive number. You put 10 on that, it's returning you 50 back, 60 total. This is just a fun little sprinkle one. So there's 2 Jays play of the days. Head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on ESC specials, and always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
I love that. Jay's spite play of the day.
Yeah.
Very good.
Why not?
Very good. Yeah, why not? Spite it up.
We'll see how it goes tonight. If Mangiapane scores tonight, Jay's spite play of the day, it won't come out often. But when it does come out, look out.
Mangiapane left side on a line with Nugent Hopkins and Savoy. Of course, the big line is McDavid, Draisaitl, and Frederic. Henrique between Howard and Tomashek. So Henrique gets the young guy and the older guy making their NHL debuts because Tomashek is 29. Philp with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Defensively, Ekholm with Bouchard. Nurse with Regula. Kulak with Emerson. Stuart Skinner will be the goaltender this evening. Yeah, Tomashek will be interesting to watch. Chris Knobloch was asked about Tomashek playing his first game.
I think the 29-year-old probably enjoys it more just because he had more blood, sweat, and tears. He had to really earn it. And probably there was times when he thought it was never, ever going to happen. And then, he's put in quite a career in Europe and had success. And now he's signed an NHL contract. Now he's starting his first NHL game tonight. I think he would enjoy it. But then on the other side of it also, it's exciting for a young player coming in. But, I think for both, I'm sure they have different emotions, but I would say it's safe to say that they're both very excited.
Do you understand what he's saying? Does that make sense to you that it would feel Tomashek would almost appreciate it more than a guy like Howard?
Sure.
Not that Howard wouldn't appreciate it or be excited, but yeah. Plus you're totally different as a human being at 29 than 21. I think your whole world perspective is probably different.
Well, there's a little bit more of a story
right
to Tomashek than there is to Howard. Howard ended up in a really good situation. Tomashek has done a lot more, played a lot more hockey in a lot of different places to get to this point, to arrive in the NHL. So yeah, absolutely, I understand that.
Now, Matt Savoy, as I mentioned, he's thrust into an important role on this team. He starts tonight's game on the second line with Nugent Hopkins and Mangiapane, and he's also going to be a penalty killer. Here's Knobloch.
Yeah, we relied mostly on the veterans to do that. But, Savoy, I thought, showed a lot of promise in the preseason. Something that he did quite well in Bakersfield. He was one of the key penalty kill forwards in Bakersfield, and we want to give him that role. And he's paired up with Henrique tonight. And I think with a lot of our pairs, we've got more of a thinker on the ice and one with a little more tenacity, a little more speed, a little more jump on there. And you say with that with Henrique and Savoy, having that pair. But, I think from what we've seen, we want somebody who can break up plays, get up ice a little bit. And it's nice to have a little more threat offensively also. And, you usually don't have much threat on the penalty kill unless you have speed. And Savvy gives us some speed.
Knobloch also referenced today how part of the reason they started poorly last season was because of how bad the PK was. So the Oilers lost their first game to the Jets. Jets went 2 for 3. The Oilers lost their second game to Chicago. The Hawks went 3 for 3. They lost their third game to Calgary. They did kill off all 3 of Calgary's opportunities. The Oilers beat Philadelphia in overtime, but Philly did go 2 for 7. Then Nashville went 1 for 3 in an Oilers win. Dallas went 1 for 1 in a Dallas win. And Carolina went 1 for 2 in a Carolina overtime win. So the Oilers penalty kill, what was it? It was middle of the pack. Last year, was it 16th, 17th? We've looked it up. But they kind of weren't... They weren't very steady. And when they stunk, it was like, wow, we're barely 50%.
Yes.
So they got to steady that a little bit. And it's interesting Savoy will be trusted to do that. What do you make of because often that's the hardest thing, right? For a younger player in the NHL, and Savoy is still quite young, even though he's played a few NHL games, that they got to learn that all-around game and that playing on the inside and there's just less room. Are you... Like when Knobloch has praised him, do you kind of think, okay, yeah, good for the kid? Or are you more like, okay, let's see what you're saying 25 games into the season, Nobby, if he can still do that?
I don't think that's something Chris Knobloch would do. Are you suggesting he's saying that?
Like you're saying he wouldn't set up a player to fail, so to speak. Like he thinks it's a sustainable thing for support.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be here. And We've questioned some of his moves, roster moves, and line pairings in the past. And for the most part, Reid, they turn out to be the right play, the right move. So I would say trust right now in what he's set up here and see how it goes. But yeah, that is a major, when you're reading off those penalty kill numbers from last year to the start of the season, I mean, that brought back some horrible memories, right? That was tough.
Yeah. All right. We'll get more from Knobloch and a little more from Mattias Ekholm as we move throughout the show. Ekholm with the 3-year contract extension, $4 million per season, so he'll make $6 million against the cap in the final year of his deal this year, and then 3 more years after that at $4 million per season. Let's get to clue number 2 in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. Again, if you want to win a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub, we only accept guesses coming into the afternoon inbox. The text line for River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. The second clue is Expos. So the first clue, Brewers. The second clue, Expos. Maybe someone will figure it out here. Nobody won it, by the way, off the first clue, just to double check. You would have told me.
I don't know, Reid. I don't think anybody's going to get it. You want me to guess what clue, or do you want me to keep that to myself?
I want you to keep that to yourself. You can tell me off air.
I will.
Well, I thought of this one the other night.
Yeah, you had this in your head.
But then I forgot today we were doing Mystery Athlete. So anyway, Brewers, Expos, the 2 clues.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, it really is special. All right, we will we'll dive into some of your because I put up. Oh, I should have told people this. You can vote. I think I put it so the polls go till almost when the game starts tonight. I put 6 questions about the Oilers season on my Twitter account, on my X account at Reid Wilkins, ReidWilkins. You can still go vote in those. There are predictions about a few Oilers storylines or possibilities going into the season. We're going to look at some of those. Drew Remenda is going to visit with us at about 20 to 5. Here comes the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
Jonathan Toews returned to the NHL, the Kyle Connor extension. And I mean, Mark Scheifele's going to be playing on the first time on the ice in a regular season game since his gutsy performance after the passing of his father last year in the playoffs. Despite Sandberg and Perfetti and Lowry being out to start the season, the vibes are pretty high. And the bar was set last high by a team that won the President's Trophy. So let's get on with the show.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse, Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Oilers have signed 35-year-old Mattias Ekholm to a 3-year extension worth a total of $12 million. And tonight it's a Battle of Alberta matchup. The Oilers and Flames kicking off their seasons. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson go live with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 7 to preview the action right here on EST. And from Vegas, multiple sources have reported that Jack Eichel has signed an 8-year, $108 million deal with the Golden Knights, carrying a cap hit of $13.5 million per season. On the ice, the Leafs and Canadians go toe-to-toe at 5 o'clock. Boston and Washington meet at 5:30 before LA and Vegas drop the puck in Sin City at 8. MLB action, the Jays and Yankees play Game 4 of their series. Louis Varland gets a call tonight, first pitch at 5:08. Toronto leading New York 2-1 in this series. And right now, 2 games are underway. Tigers up 9-3 over the Mariners, top of the 9th. Detroit down 2-1 in the series, while Chicago leads Milwaukee 4-1 midway through the second. Cubs on the brink of elimination, winless after 2 games against the Brewers. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
3 minutes after 4. Hope you're having a great afternoon. We're counting you down to the Oilers' season opener at Rogers Place against the Calgary Flames. 8:18 is official puck drop time. We will have the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola here on Edmonton Sports Talk starting at 7 o'clock. If you want to get in touch, you can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Speak with us. More importantly, speak with each other. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. You can text the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Kitchen Restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. Available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. That is 780-218-9999. That's also where you're submitting your guesses for the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. Maximum 3 guesses per person. Do we have a winner, J-Mill?
No, we don't.
We do not. All right. Well, we'll have another clue soon.
I think this is a hard one.
Maybe. We'll see. Mattias Ekholm, new contract today. Asked about his chemistry with Evan Bouchard.
Well, I think that there's a lot of things that he does that I can't, and I think that there might be commercially some things that the way I think the game is maybe not the way he thinks it, but at the end of the day, that makes us a good duo where we can kind of help each other where we have our weaknesses. So obviously he's a tremendous defenseman, and I think that he'll probably play great with a lot of different defensemen, but I'm lucky enough to play with them and have so for the last few years, and it's just the little things. I think at the end of the day, everybody can play in this league, but it's the communication on the bench, it's the talking, it's the wanting to always be better. There's a lot of little things that goes into it, but some guys you just click with, and I feel like we have.
Well, despite Bouchard being at times a frustrating player, he's never looked as good as he has with Ekholm. Now, as Ekholm says, he has some talent of his own. I think he's matured and developed on his own as well, but I don't think Ekholm is hurt. So that's been a pretty good pairing for the Oilers here. Also on the back end tonight, Nurse with Regula. So we'll see him as an Edmonton Oiler for the first time in a regular season game. Kulak with Emerson Wallman, who has the new contract extension also, but he is a little banged up. We'll see if he can play Saturday against the Vancouver Canucks. Okay, you want to dive into some of these poll results? See if anything interests you?
Well, I was going to ask you a poll question just off the top to get the conversation started.
Oh, my goodness.
That maybe you could have added.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can do one.
No. There's only one Reid Wilkins in the world.
Right, but there's several people who can put up Twitter polls.
There is, but not like a Reid Wilkins Twitter poll. That thing was dynamic. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
They're still going.
You've there's 5 players here. Which of these 5 players are you most excited to watch tonight?
Well, I'm not excited.
Excited may not be the right word.
I've never been excited once in my life.
You don't get excited often. Or ever, for that matter.
Rarely.
Anticipating.
Which, okay, who, okay, sure.
Frederic, Savoy, Tomaszek, Philp, or Regula?
Easily Frederic.
Easily.
You don't even have to think about it.
Easily.
Because look who he's playing with.
I know, but maybe that also kills your argument for Frederic. Because look who he's playing with. Anybody with a stick on the ice can do well in that
but
position.
he's got an opportunity. He's been put in the golden slot.
I might have Regula as a close second there to see how he performs in a live, real, points on the line NHL game.
I'm curious to see how Regula performs. I think it's sort of become a little tantalizing about what he could possibly bring. 25 years of age, 6'4", 210.
You sprinkled on Dusty's play of the day, didn't you? Trent Frederic.
I can't comment on that. I mean, Regula was a third-round pick of the Wings in 2018, played 22 NHL games for Chicago over 3 seasons, had a goal, no assists, 16 penalty minutes. Looked like he moved well, looked like he moved the puck well when he played in the preseason. And clearly he's earned this spot because Stetcher could have been there, right? Could have been Nurse Stetcher. They have been a pairing in the past. It's Nurse Regula. So, yes, I think he's a positive story. I think it'll be interesting to watch him play. But if you're asking me which of those 5 players who are either debuting as an Oiler or making one of their, or starting the season as an Oiler for the first time, because Philp didn't start the season last year. Tomaszek gets his Oiler debut. Frederic we're seeing supposedly at full power for the first time, full strength. Mm-hmm. He's eaten all the what do you power up with in Mario? Is it mushrooms?
Creatine.
No, in Super Mario.
Oh, not in real life?
No.
Mushrooms.
You get mushrooms
power, yeah.
Stars?
Mushrooms and stars, yeah.
Maybe he's got one of those.
Stars is a big one.
Yeah.
Fire plants.
Who else did you mention? Savoy starting the season. He's played a few games last year. Has played in the NHL. But I'd have to say Frederic because who knows? Maybe he does get a couple points tonight. And you really see how that line works. So I'd have to go with Frederic without really even considering the other guys for that. Nothing against them. But, yeah.
I think that's a fair answer. And it's not a debate. I mean, everybody can have their own feelings about it. You backed up why you said Frederic. Good job.
Right. But I would agree with you. The Regula is a really interesting proposition here. Like I said, big, 25. He's not a kid. He's played pro hockey, mostly in the AHL. He's coming back from an injury. But, I mean, certainly he has a higher upside than Troy Stecher.
Oh, well, Stetcher's 31?
Well, and Stecher, I mean, what did we say? He is what he is.
Stetcher's limited by his size.
He tries, he's full effort, full on. That the full effort doesn't always mean full results, or that you can beat somebody else who's also going at full effort.
Correct.
So, I think Regula is really interesting here. So we'll see how he does. All right, so on my X account on Twitter, at Reid Wilkins, last
votes
night,
are flying in right now.
I got 2 chapters left in the Reacher book. I'm like, well, I'm good. I got to finish the Reacher book. I'll take a little time out, let the anticipation build. The book was The Hard Way, by the way, where there were some stuffed animals involved in solving the crime, solving the mystery. The mystery.
So it's Jack Reacher, Hard Body.
The Hard Way.
Hard Way, sorry.
My goodness.
Excuse me.
What are you... Where's your mind going?
Woo! This is on to the polls, Reid.
Jeez. First question I put out there, how many points will the Oilers finish the season with? Less than 90, 90 to 96, 97 to 103, or 104 or more. Most people are very optimistic and have voted for 104 or more, 55.8%. And that's, you had them, getting to 112?
I did.
Coob, what did you have them at? 106?
104.
104, I think he had. He had 104. I had them at 98. I think they'll have a good regular season. I think they're going to be a good team. I think they'll have some, I think they have some very good players who will play like that. But I think there might be some dry spells. I think there are a couple of spots in the season that are very challenging. So I had them at 98 points. But the majority of the people who voted in my poll, and you can still vote till I think about 8 o'clock tonight, think they're going to be 104 or more.
Well, and this is
that's winning the division territory.
Let's just say this. The results of these polls are very optimistic. Fair to say?
Well, which is fine.
Why not?
I'm not going to stop people from feeling optimistic. I just wanted to see what was out there.
Can you record these or take screenshots of them or something?
So that they'll stay on my...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, but I guess maybe so we're not looking back 7 months when the season ends.
I want to review at the end of the year.
We can save them or print up screenshots or something like that. All right, so look, there's about 450 votes. Hopefully, us talking about it, a few more people go in and vote, and we see what we get. But 55% of the people who have participated think the Oilers are getting 104 or more points, which is actually more than I think they're going to get. How many goals will Connor McDavid score this season? Now, less than 30, which is what he scored last year, right? So I realize some people maybe say, come on, Reid, how could you think he's going to get less than 30? Well, it just happened.
True.
Didn't he end with 26 last year? So I have less than 30. Most people don't think that's going to happen. 2.1%. 30 to 39, 12.3%. 40 to 49, 36.5%. 50 or more, 49.1%. So pretty decided victory there,
That's
so to speak, for Connor getting over 50.
213 people or 212 people have voted out of 430 saying he's going to score 50 or more.
Right.
I think there is the optimism that McDavid just is going to have his middle finger up the whole season. and just saying, screw you, I'm going.
I'm shooting more. Yep. Let's light it up.
You want to see me? You want to debate if I'm the best player in the world? Well, let's end that debate.
Well, and the thing is, he's already done this, and I think that's why that vote is as well. In 2022-23, he plays all 82 games. He scores 64 goals and has 153 points. His best season in just terms of raw totals. So it's not as if picking him to score over 50 or even over 60 sounds impossible because he has done it.
What other player in the world could you say, well, he said he's going to shoot more. So,
yeah.
I mean, you would just assume every NHL player shoots as much as they can. Connor decides, right?
Yeah.
So given that information, I think 50 is very attainable.
Well, and I think there's a lot of good vibes about McDavid, too, since he signed.
Where would your vote be cast here, if you don't mind?
I actually think he's going to score over 50.
Yeah.
I think he will.
Okay.
I think he's going to go for it and do it. Gazdic said he's going to get to 67, which would be remarkable. But again, you can't say impossible. Then I posted, I'm sitting there lounging in my comfortable chair.
House coat?
No, I was fully clothed. Well, I guess a house coat is clothing. No, I was still in my attire. Will an Oiler win the Hart Trophy? Here are the options I put out. No. Yes, Draisaitl. And then third option, yes, McDavid.
Well,
trailing in that category is yes, Draisaitl at 10.7%. No is at 18%. And yes, McDavid is at a little over 71%.
Well, there should be a very high correlation between the prior question and this one. If McDavid scores 50 or more, he is in that discussion.
Sure.
So, yes, for McDavid being at 71.4% is not really surprising. Do you think?
I didn't think that he would be leading by that much.
You thought?
I thought a lot of people just still might vote no. Because you're taking the field of several hundred players, though I know they're not all Hart Trophy caliber, but you know what I mean. Like, no includes Makar, McKinnon, whoever, Kaprizov, whoever. Like, it includes about a dozen really good players. Matthews, Marner, Eichel. It includes a lot of Hellebuck. It includes a lot of really good players. So just by the law of averages, you would say, well, an Oiler probably won't win the Hart Trophy.
Fair.
But, yeah, I get it why a lot of people would vote McDavid. Okay, here's another question I put out. Other than McDavid and Draisaitl, which Oiler will score the most goals in the regular season? The four choices I put were Frederic, Hyman, Mangiapane, and Nugent Hopkins. Hyman, who will miss probably the first 12 games of the season. We know he's November 1st is the target, so that's about 12 games. Well, it is 12 games if he misses all of October. Hyman leads here. I did not think he would lead by this much. He's at 53.5%. Mangiapane is second at 26%. Nugent Hopkins is in third place at 14%. And the guy who's starting the season with McDavid and Draisaitl is trailing in this category. Last in this category, Frederic at 6.6%. This one surprises me a little bit. Not that Hyman's leading, but because I think if Frederic plays most of the year with McDavid and Draisaitl, he's a pretty good bet to outscore Mangiapane and Nugent Hopkins.
Is that why he's so low, though, is because if he plays most of the year with McDavid and Draisaitl, I think
they'll get the most of the goals on that line.
Well, but is Frederic there to stay? What happens when Hyman comes back?
Right, does Hyman come back? We don't know.
That, I think, is what's driving Hyman's number.
Because but
even
also,
though he's already scheduled to miss 12 games,
but also the other three guys could be. Could Mangiapane, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman be aligned, and Savoy gets bumped down once Hyman is back?
It depends how this top line goes for the first 12 games that Hyman is out. If they're lighting up the lamp, that line ain't changing. What surprised me most about this number was the lack of belief in Nugent Hopkins, which is scary. I'm not saying it's misguided. I'm just saying that is a problem. If your second line center is not even in the question of, being the second highest leading scorer on this team behind those two players.
For goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
For goals, sorry.
All right. Couple more here. Polls I put out last night. And again, you can still vote on these. Go to my Twitter account at Reid Wilkins, ReidWilkins. These are open until about game time tonight. What will Stuart Skinner's save percentage be this season? Three choices. Below 890. 890 to 899. Or over 900. So just three categories. Two very broad categories with a bit of a sliver in between. Last year, he was 896. The previous year, he was 905. And I remember saying at this time last year that if he needs to be around 905 again, at about the league average or a little bit better. The league average last year in save percentage dropped to 900. So going by that, if Stuart Skinner had an over 900 save percentage, he would. If you use that stat, you would have to consider him at least a slightly above average goalie.
I'm trying to decide if this is an optimistic take or if this is actually realistic.
For him to be over 900?
What did you say the league average was last year?
900.
Right on 900.
Yes.
Wow. He's got to be over 900 if Stu Skinner's the goaltender for this team. And this team's going places. I mean, Reid, I don't know if you heard my predictions yesterday, but I have them playing in the Stanley Cup final.
Here's the save percentage the last 5 years, starting in the 2020-2021 season. 908, 907, 904, 903, 900. That's the league average. So it's declined pretty sharply over the last 5 years. Could the league average be below 900 this season?
When's the last time it was, sorry?
The last time it was below 900 was 95-96. It was 898.
Oh, my word.
It was as high as 915 in 14-15 and 15-16.
Okay, so can you give me the last 5 years?
Okay, so starting 5 years ago, 908, 907, 904, 903, and then last year the league average save percentage was 900. And I want to clarify, this does not include empty net goals. So they filter those out, right? Because that would drive. This is just when there's a goalie in the net.
It will, just by looking at the past 5 years, yes. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the save percentage league-wide average is below
I think it's going to continue to drop.
Well, yeah, 908, 907, 904, 903, 900.
Right.
Crazy. What's doing that, Reid? Are goaltenders getting worse?
Offensive players are getting better.
Sticks. It's
and
sticks,
goalies can't wear giant pads anymore.
It's the sticks.
The sticks are on fire.
The sticks have so much whip.
All right. So anyway, I didn't give the results for that one. What will Stuart Skinner's save percentage be this season? Below 890 has 11.2%. 890 to 899, which is where he was last year, 33.6. Over 900, 55.2% of the voters. So of the people voting here, a lot of people think he will be better save percentage wise than last year. And then the final category, which of these awards is the most likely? I just put three choices. Bouchard wins the Norris, Draisaitl wins the Selke, Knobloch wins the Adams.
Well, my vote went to Draisaitl, winning the Selke.
Okay. Coob, do you remember what you voted for?
Mine was Draisaitl taking home the Frank J. Selke.
So you guys drove it up. Draisaitl, Selke, 54.7%. Knobloch, Coach of the Year, 33.8%. Bouchard, Norris, 11.5%. I thought Bouchard, Norris would be lower than that.
I'm surprised it's over 10% myself. It's not the award for the best offensive defenseman, correct?
No, it's the best defenseman.
Well, a lot of times, though, they kind of finish as the best defenseman because they get the most points. If he could get 20 goals, he'd be in the conversation, no?
Bouchard gets 20 goals, he would have to be in the conversation. No?
Yeah, no doubt. Hit 18 a few years ago.
I mean, here's the thing. There's always this debate about the Norris Trophy, right? It's often the best offensive defenseman. Or I guess maybe it's the best offensive defenseman who is also competent defensively.
Right.
I mean, Makar and Quinn Hughes have won the last two Norris trophies. They each had 92-point seasons, and they are better defensively than Bouchard.
Yes.
So Bouchard would have to play really well defensively, and probably get at least a point a game to have a chance at the Norris Trophy. That's why I actually thought. I thought it was worth putting in there because he gets a ton of points. I'm still surprised 11.5% of the people voted for that. I thought it'd be lower. I thought Knobloch might win that category. Maybe he still will by the time the voting closes.
He's 40-1 in the odds. I was talking about it yesterday, and Matt made a good point. He said, "Well, when you're expected to win, when you have the two of the top 5 players in the NHL on your roster on the same line, I guess the belief is that you could put Koob behind the bench and it wouldn't really matter."
Right. Yeah. Good point.
No disrespect, Koob, obviously.
Well, they'd be running over each other if I was behind the bench.
Okay, so just some fun with some polls I put up last night on Twitter, just as I was finishing.
Well, Casino Dealer Jay says there's no respect for Nobby still. There is respect. It's just the way that award works. It's for kind of the comeback team of the year, right?
Right.
A coach that takes, I think...
An overachieving team.
Yes.
Like the Oilers would probably have to get 120 points for Knobloch to win Coach of the Year.
Yes.
Yeah. They get even 100, well, like you said, 112. Probably a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll vote for him, but not first.
Correct.
They're supposed to be good. Should I give the third clue? I think this is a good time for the third clue. Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text in your guesses, maximum 3 per person, to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Third clue is Red Sox. So we got Brewers, Expos, Red Sox. Let's see if anybody gets it, Jay. No one has yet.
My guess is no.
Okay. Drew Remenda's coming up in about 15 minutes. Here's the coop.
From Edmonton, it's the Oilers and Flames clashing at 8 o'clock to begin their seasons. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, which goes live at 7, only on EST. And earlier, the Oilers extended Mattias Ekholm to a 3-year deal. The 35-year-old is entering the final year of his current contract with his new deal carrying an AAV of $4 million. Meanwhile, it's been reported that Jack Eichel and the Golden Knights have agreed to an 8-year extension worth an annual salary of $13.5 million. And around the league, the Kings in Golden Knights battle. Toronto visits Montreal with puck drop at 5 o'clock, while the Bruins and Capitals match up at 5:30. MLB action. Toronto in New York have Game 4 their ALDS. Jays falling 9-6 last night with their second chance to close out the Yankees, up 2-1 in their series. First pitch just after 5, Louis Varland to the mound for the Bluebirds. And one game's underway. It's Milwaukee trailing Chicago 4-1, bottom of the third. 2 outs for the Cubs, and Brewers are looking for the sweep in the game. Earlier, the Tigers edged out the Mariners 9-3 to push their series to 5 games. Later on, it's the Phillies looking to stay alive in Game 3 against the Dodgers. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. Tell them EST sent you for 10% off your next purchase. You can shop in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca. The Reid Wilkins Show returns after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Hockey Insider today, Craig Button.
You just see the maturity of somebody that's comfortable in their own skin, understands why he's doing it, understands what he's doing. And to me, as the best player on the planet, and obviously for the NHL, a great spokesperson, I mean, Connor McDavid now is the guy. He is now certainly on and off the ice, the unicorn of all unicorns.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love,
just bigger
and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Students, this one's for you.
Your Edmonton Elks face the Winnipeg Blue Bombers this Saturday, October 11th in the Campus Clash, presented by Innova.
Featuring $18 student tickets, plus food and drink specials, a can't miss after party at Auburn's Ice District,
and a chance to win a trip to Cancun.
Edmonton Elks Campus Clash, 5 p.m. Saturday.
Non-student tickets start at $20.
Score yours now at goelks.com.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Well, less than 4 hours until Edmonton Oilers regular season hockey at Rogers Place. They're playing the Calgary Flames this evening. Here's what we're looking at. McDavid with Draisaitl and Frederic, Nugent-Hopkins with Mangiapane and Savoy, Henrique with Howard and Tomashek, Philp with Podkolzin and Kapanen. On defense, Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Regula, Kulak with Emberson, and Stuart Skinner, the starting goaltender this evening. Ekholm with a new contract extension going into the final year of his deal. 3 years on top of that at $4 million per season.
Yeah, I mean, that was the goal as well, to find a deal where, I'm just wanted to retire in Edmonton. That's the whole goal. That's the purpose of this deal. And we'll see at 39 if I have another year in me. But let's start with this and see where it goes.
For the Flames, Huberdeau is injured. They have Kadri with Farabee and Klapka, Frost with Gradin and Coronado, Backlund with Zeri and Coleman, Kirkland with Lomberg and Sharangovich, back end Hanley, Weegar, Ball, Anderson, Bean, Pahal, Wolf, in net. 8:18 face-off, officially a little bit of a pregame ceremony. 7 o'clock here on Edmonton Sports Talk, Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola as we get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street.
Well, I've had a couple people comment on my beautiful Yeti mug that's sitting here on the desk. I don't know if you can see it close enough, but this was the birthday gift from my daughters.
Really?
They hand drew this. This is freehand, Reid.
They drew the EST logo.
They drew it on a
colored
Yeti
mug.
And put it on a Yeti mug.
It looks great. It looks like official merch.
Well, I told Maddie, I said, maybe this is something that, EST can do. Because I do I love Yetis. They keep my coffee cold.
You like the cold coffee.
Love me some cold coffee. And they made this for me. So I'm fired up. This is a beautiful gift.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
You got a great family.
I really do.
Yeah.
I'm a lucky man.
You are a lucky man.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, we had a really great night. Came home to steaks, mashed potatoes, asparagus.
This was all made for you by your family for your birthday.
My wife was cooking.
Oh, nice.
And we had sautéed mushrooms.
Oh, I love, that's great.
Baby.
That's awesome.
Finished it up with a little soak in the hot tub, watching the Blue Jays game. It was a great evening.
You were soaking in the hot tub while the Jays were playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently they hit the hot tub a little early too.
Yeah. It was a great night. And so I'm fired up for that. I'm also fired up just for today. You know why, Reid?
Oilers game 1?
No, man. We're alive. We are alive.
Jay's fired up to be alive.
Yeah. I'm serious. You don't. It's sunny out. It's a beautiful fall day here in Edmonton. The Oilers are playing tonight. You and I are here having fun.
Yes.
This is not an act, folks. We actually do like each other.
Yes, very much so.
And like doing this show. How can you not be fired up about that? Life is beautiful, hey? Hey, buddy, old pal.
Life is great.
It is great.
You're a generally happy guy. Like, it's not an act with you. You're not one of those people who walks around like, oh, I'm gonna act happy so people notice how happy I am. You're genuinely a happy, positive guy.
Yeah.
You know what's not happy and positive? The ESTV apparently has a mind of its own. It just changed channels on its own. As I was watching it,
that's kind of creepy.
That was not part of Fired Up.
It's doing something
It's
again.
doing something on its own. It's got a mind of its own. Now it's back. Now it's back.
Speak to me.
Somebody hit a button.
I'm also fired up for those Milwaukee Brewer kits. Those are.
You like those helmets? The jerseys in general?
I love that. I've always loved that logo. That is the hand that looks like a ball glove, but it's actually an M and a B.
An M and a B.
Brilliant.
And I thought I read once. Now, I don't know if it's still a rule that technically the Milwaukee logo and the Phillies logo are illegal because they have baseballs in them.
Why would
but
that
the
be
MLB
illegal?
doesn't enforce it? I thought I read that once. Maybe it was on that UniWatch page.
But I don't understand. Why would that be illegal?
Because, you could fool your opponent that that's a real baseball.
Oh, get off.
I'm serious.
You're actually serious.
I got to Google it now. I didn't know we were going to be talking about this. Baseball on uniforms.
I like the Brewers. I love their dark navy uniforms. Those are sick. Those are really nice. I got another uniform that I wasn't as impressed with, but we'll get into that for buying or selling later.
Sorry, what's that for? I'm looking this up now.
What, Brewers baseball logos?
Anyway, I remember reading that at some point. That they're not supposed to have a baseball in the logo, but it's just not enforced because it's a silly rule.
Because it's a stupid rule.
Maybe they've gotten rid of it. But it was pretty funny.
Nobody has gotten a mystery athlete.
Like, imagine a guy hits a ground ball and he's like, "Oh, which one do I play? The one that's bouncing or the one that's on that Brewer's hat? I can't tell which one is real. I'm so confused."
Did they actually say that publicly at one point? The Major League.
I thought I read it somewhere. But now I can't find it. But
It'd be an awful day.
It might have been. I used to look at that. Do people know about that website UniWatch? I used to look at it all the time.
Never heard of it.
I've never showed you UniWatch.
No,
I interviewed the guy once.
I'm fired up from UniWatch.
So it's UniWatch. It's UNI Watch. And the website is uni-watch.com. So he writes articles. What's the guy's name again? It's not.
You know what the title is of the? It's UniWatch for people who get it.
Right. And so he does articles on. He notices little subtle things about uniforms, or will compile, hey, this college team has a new jersey, this team has a new third jersey, and he'll even notice little things about lettering. Like I don't know if they still do it, but up until a few years ago, the Detroit Red Wings used a different font on the name bar in the preseason as opposed to the regular season.
Really?
And he did this really detailed thing on baseball uniforms. And again, I don't know if they still do it, but apparently the D on that script D for the Detroit Tigers is different on the cap than on the uniform. If you look closely, it's not the exact same D.
Real?
Yes. Like little things like that. So it's a fun website. Like he'll notice little things about striping or helmets changing or inconsistencies like we were talking about, like font being different and all that.
They have
stuff.
merchandise. They have logos.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating website.
Maybe I could get you that for your birthday or for a Christmas gift.
UniWatch merch?
Yeah.
Or we're gonna get the guy on the show. I can't remember his name. I thought it was because I thought his last name was Lucas. UniWatch founder. Paul Lucas, yeah. Founder of UniWatch, a blog devoted to uniform design, launched in May of 2016. He's a journalist, author, and considered an expert on sports uniforms. He retired from daily operations in 2024, though he remains the owner of the site. There you go. Everything is solved. Everything is ironed out, including the uniforms. We're going to get it straight from Drew Remenda when we get back. Here's the Coop.
Mattias Ekholm has inked a 3-year extension with the Oilers worth $4 million per season, and the Oilers open their season against the Flames tonight. Puck drop at 8 o'clock. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee up the game an hour before puck drop right here on EST. And around the league, TSN's Darren Dreger has reported that Jack Eichel and the Golden Knights have agreed to an 8-year extension worth $13.5 million per season. Vegas does hit the ice tonight, playing the Kings, having the Leafs and Canadiens open things up at 5 o'clock. Out east, the Jays look to close out their series against the Yankees after Toronto collapsed in Game 3. Toronto up 2-1 in that one. Louis Varland to the mound, first pitch at 5:08. And one game's underway right now. The Cubs up 4-2 over the Brewers. Top of the fourth, 2 outs for Milwaukee. A runner on second and third as Chicago is on the brink, down 2-0 in the series. Drew Remenda checks in following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
Talk about. There's lots to talk about, Matthew.
There's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah, you just don't want to talk about it because you know the Yankees are in trouble.
If the Yankees lose, Aaron Boone hopefully gets fired. There's a silver lining to all of this for me. No, he didn't. He absolutely did not.
Judge 100%. Just saved Boone's job.
He did not.
Yep. The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Stuff your turkey, not your house. Need more space for your winter gear or to get the car into the garage? Sentinel Storage has convenient and affordable storage solutions at a store near you. Buy Canadian, store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
The Oil Stream.
To me, it's different than last year when the Oilers had lost the Cup final in 24 and everyone was coming back for last season and the start of it. It almost felt like, oh, we're back. And the cloud had still been lingering over the team and the city after the loss. I don't feel that this year. And I got that sense from the guys in the room.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
All right, we love you for tuning in. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. Before we get to Drew, hang tight for 20 seconds because I was rambling about something and a kind...
Yeah, somebody
has texted us.
Somebody texted us into the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. No, there isn't an MLB rule prohibiting a baseball from being on a logo, but there is a rule that states that no part of the uniform shall include a pattern that imitates or suggests the shape of a baseball.
Okay.
So there you go.
So you can blatantly have a picture of a baseball on your uniform, but you can't have, is it like one of those 3D puzzles? Some teams should make a uniform. It's like the 3D puzzle. And if you stare at it too long, it looks like a bunch of baseballs. Is that what they're guarding against?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Our next guest is featured in Voices of the Game for Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. We're more than just plywood. We offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. With a huge selection of hardwoods and knowledgeable staff, we're here for all your DIY needs. Windsor Plywood Leduc, the experts you need to know. My goodness, we're bothering him again, and he said yes. It's Drew Remenda. Hi, Drew.
Hi, guys.
How's it going, buddy?
Is there any hockey uniform that has a puck?
Who in the NHL would actually have a puck on their logo?
Was it like the Islanders? Old Canucks. Did the Islanders have a puck?
Wasn't it on a stick?
Isn't it at the bottom of the stick?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What about the Canucks with that the old Canuck lumberjack guy skating with that logo?
Oh, he might have. Yeah. Where are all the logos?
I should follow the game more.
The Capitals. The Capitals have a puck at the end of the stick when they use that logo.
Okay. All right.
Why don't they have the Islanders on here? I think the Islanders have a puck underneath Long Island. And the Quebec Nordiques had the igloo, like 3/4 of the igloo, the angled stick, and the puck on top of the stick. That's right. The Pittsburgh Penguin is not in possession of the puck in the logo.
No.
He doesn't have good Corsi.
No, he's playing defense. He's coming back.
He does have his stick on the ice, though. That should be noted.
Yeah, he's tracking back. Yeah.
There you go. He's waiting for a pass. Yeah.
You need to track back. You need to take away time and space. It's simple as that.
That's what it's all about. All right. Drew, thanks for doing this. We love having you on throughout the season. So get set. So just inside information. I've stopped texting Drew. Now Jay does it.
Jay does it.
Yeah. So, but now when Drew gets tired of Jay, then we're going to have to find.
Yeah.
But if we go back to me, maybe it'd be like, Reid, you haven't texted me in years. Of course.
I like this guy.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to start with you. You know where I'm going to start. Okay. Jake Wallman. You saw him get the extension on Monday.
Yep. I told you about Jake. I think Jake is a outstanding human being. I love the guy. He's a very, very good defenseman. Moves the puck extremely well. Can get up on the play. Shoots the bleep out of it. He used to come back to the Sharks bench because when during games in San Jose, I'm on the bench. I'm literally on our bench because there's no middle part. There's no separation. And he'd come back after a big slapper, and he would always look at me and go, "How fast?" Because we had the radar on it. And I was like 93. And he go, "I got to get it up. I got to get it up." One came back at like 95, and he was really pleased with himself. So he can shoot the hell out of it. Skates well, physical. There's a lot of things you like about Jake. And the thing about Jake is that I think the one thing I'd like to see Jake do, and I've said this before, is just give himself a bit of a break, to talk nicer to himself. He's like most terrific athletes. Leon is one of those guys too. The negative self-talk is pretty strong with Jake. He gets on himself a lot, which is, you're not going to be great if you think everything you're doing is wonderful. You have to work at some things. But I think Jake is a little bit too hard on himself, and he would give himself a little bit of a break mentally if he would just talk nicer to himself. But other than that, it's a good signing. He's a terrific teammate. Guys loved him here. We loved him here in the media, and I wish him nothing but the best. It's good for him. It's good for the Oilers.
All right, I wanted to start there because you gave us a lot of info on Wallman when he was traded here. But you got to flash back to Monday for us, because when I saw that McDavid decided not to take a raise, I was like, what is going on? How did the revelation of the McDavid extension play out in your mind?
We had heard, well, some of us had heard that he was just going to sign a 2-year deal and it wasn't going to be max. We had heard that on Sunday. And Monday it comes in and then bang, it happens. It shouldn't come as any surprise to anybody. It really shouldn't have. When you heard Connor talking in the summer and you've seen Connor the last 2 years, hell, you see him every damn playoff when his team doesn't win the Stanley Cup, what he looks like. He's miserable. And we have talked about this before. Connor doesn't want to just be a good player, doesn't want to just be the best player, doesn't want to just win his trophy with a nice suit on up on a stage in Las Vegas. Do they do that anymore? I don't know if they do anymore. No. Anyway, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to win his trophy when he's hurt and bleeding and tired, exhausted, but a champion on the ice in Edmonton or wherever they happen to, try to win the Stanley Cup. That's what he wants. He's always been about the ultimate goal, which is winning. It was really interesting what Stan Bowman said, though, about the fact that it wasn't a contract negotiation per se. It was a discussion about where is this team going. And, it's like Gary Bettman saying to the Edmonton Oilers at the draft, Oilers, you're on the clock. And Connor gave him 3 years. And Connor understands that he can't do it by himself. And it can't just be him and Leon. It's got to be some other guys as well. And he had a discussion with management, and because he's earned that right from the player he has been, the player he is, and the fact that where are we going? What is your plan versus what is my plan? What's your plan first? And then I'll tell you my plan, which is smart, pragmatic thinking. And he did it because, bottom line, he wants to win. Not very many players have that pull. Not many players can go up to the general manager and go, you tell me first before I tell you. Most general managers go, yeah, okay.
Live with it, yeah.
Yeah, but with Connor McDavid, he's earned that right. And it should not, like I said, should not have come a surprise. You look at, is it the new Sidney Crosby 8.7, 8.7, 8.7? Not quite. But it's certainly got those familiar rings to it.
Yeah.
So I look at it and I think to myself, we heard Sunday it was going to happen, and it didn't surprise me Monday when I saw it pop up.
Drew Remenda joining us on the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. So you mentioned in your answer there that Connor knows that he and Leon can't do it alone.
Right.
But they are going to start the season on the same line with Trent Frederick. Now, I'm going to say 4 words that typically horrify you. I have a theory. and Tom Gazzola has told me flat out that he thinks I'm wrong, my colleague here. And what my theory is, I don't think players generally make demands. In the working world, employees don't generally make demands of their bosses if you're smart. But there are ways you can say, I wonder what would happen if. I wonder if Connor and Leon in their exit interviews or at some point said, I wonder what Leon and I could do if we just played 82 games together. We did that back in 16, 17 after a while. I know Knobloch's the coach, and he's been a pretty good coach, but I wonder if there's and this is the phrase I've been using, if they sort of, again, they wouldn't directly say it this bluntly, but if they just said, turn us loose. And you know what? If after 15 games we're 6-9, then fine. It's not working. That's my theory, Drew.
It's a fine theory, Reid. Congratulations on that. Being a guy who's been on a coaching staff in the National Hockey League or many different leagues, I've been on a coaching staff. You know what the one thing that we do over and over and over and over and over again, and then we do it some more, and then during the season we continue to change it? Lines.
Right.
Lines over and over and over again. We change them all the time. The whiteboard is always filled with the scribblings of coaching staffs. Well, what if we put him over here? Well, he's playing well right now, but maybe we got to get him to pick up that guy and all that stuff. Remember when they first started? And it was put them together, put them together, put them together. And then you put them together, and then everybody in the media went, well, why you powering up everybody on the one line? You need some depth. You need depth. So let's move Leon off that line. And then, well, when you're down, we got to put them together again. It's going to change. It's going to go back and forth. This is not the first time they have played together on lines. It's not the first time they've started a season on the same line. It's not the first time or the last time that they're going to play together. When you're down to a couple goals in the third period, you throw frickin' Leon and Connor together, and you got a really good chance of coming back and tying up the game. So when I read that, I thought to myself, in deja vu all over again, it's going to change. It's going to change, and it's going to stay the same. It shouldn't go back and forth, because that's what happens in lines during an 82-game season, with injuries, with all kinds of things. But I like your theory.
I agree with you, and I often say that to the audience. I'm like, okay, let's not get hung up on the lines. I'm just saying this feels a little different. The Knobloch said it early. That's the line. They're starting this way, and it's not until somebody gets back. Like, it seems like they just want to go and let the thoroughbreds run. That's what I'm saying. And I could be wrong, and you can tell me next time you're on if I'm wrong.
No, I have no way of knowing unless we ask Knobloch. It's, you know what? I know of a fact that there are guys who have gone into their coach and said, take this guy off my line. I know for a fact that's happened.
Right.
I was in the room once when that happened, and we did what the guy told us. It's only a certain type of player can make those demands.
Right.
Now, when Connor and Leon walk in, just like Connor in the contract, when they walk in, it's going to be a situation where Chris is going to listen. But there's also going to be a situation where, show me. If I'm Chris Knobloch, I don't mind them coming in because now I got that over them. Now I can go back to them when they go -3 on a night together and walk in and go, what the? I thought we were gonna. I thought you guys wanted to play together. I thought you were going to give me something, so you can crack the whip on them. And as a coach, it doesn't matter which player it is. You don't mind cracking the whip every once in a while.
Drew, I wanted to get your take on another Oilers D-man that extended today in Mattias Ekholm. Look, 35 years old, coming off a pretty significant injury. The general thought, at least for us, and I want to get your opinion, but was a wait and see how this turned out heading into this season, given his injury last year. But to go ahead and commit and get extended prior to the season, what are your thoughts on the valuation of that and the timing of it all, Drew?
First off, I still can't believe he's playing for Edmonton. I still can't believe that Nashville let him go. I really can't. I think the guy's phenomenal. I've always liked his game. And from what I read and what I watch and hear him talk to the press and to hear him talk about the game and what's going on around him, I think, oh my God, I like this guy. I think he's a phenomenal defenseman, and it sounds like a leader in the room. As far as the price goes, was it $4 million, right?
Yeah.
$4 million. That's a pretty good bargain for the guy. As far as his age and the injuries, yeah, that's the thing you're going to risk. And you hope that he comes back. But I see locking him up, Jay, as a good move. I think he means a lot to the team in so many different ways other than what he does on the ice. And then what he does on the ice is just play damn good defense. He's a tough guy to play against. So I look at him and I think, yeah, that's a smart, prudent signing. If he is injured, there's nothing you can do about that. But I think overall, and we used to say this about guys who weren't very good players, but I don't mean it this way. He's great in the room. We used to say that all the time.
Yeah, I know. That's...
Guys, he's like -22. Yeah, but he's great in the room. Yeah. Guys love him. So, but I don't mean that with Mattias Ekholm. I mean, he seems like he's great in the room, and everything he says is spot on. And I think he's a damn good talent, and for his sake, just because and I don't know him at all. I think I maybe spoken to him once. I wish him the best, except when he plays San Jose.
I think you and I used to joke about that when you were in Edmonton. We'd say, "Oh, he's great in the room, terrible on the ice, but great in the room." Yeah, but,
I used to always say too. Like I had a coach that I worked with. He'd ask me about a player, and the first thing I'd always say was, "He's a great guy. He's a great guy." And apparently I did it all the time till one day that coach just snapped. Drew, they're all great guys, okay? Yeah. They're all great guys. Shut up and tell me what you think of the guy as a hockey player. Yeah. And then you come back with, well, he's great in the room.
Yeah. Drew, I got to say this since you're on video, you're great on the Zoom.
I am great on the Zoom.
Yeah.
My wife will tell you that too. Less in person, the better I am.
You're working tomorrow night? Your game's tomorrow night?
No, I'm broadcasting hockey. I'm not working.
Sorry, you are broadcasting tomorrow night. You are broadcasting. Yes,
because what I do for a living, and you two know it as well. It ain't work.
That's very true. That is very true.
Don't tell anybody though. Don't tell anybody.
No, we'll see.
I'm sorry. Look, ask me that again.
We'll fool people for a few more years. Okay.
Yeah, I am working tomorrow. I'm already on my notes. You know, my part of my prep is to be out by the pool and get some sun on this head of mine so it doesn't glare off the camera. I was at practice today. I had several conversations, really in-depth stuff. I'm ready to go, Reid.
Hang on. Last time we saw you were just moving in. So how is it? You settled in, Drew. How's the pool temperature, hot tub temperature, all the important stuff?
Hey, the pool guys, guys, the pool's awesome. It's really nice. So it's this has worked out quite nicely. I'm not sure what I should read into it, though, because after a week after we moved in completely, my wife went back home. So should I read anything into that?
Well, she wants to follow the Riders season from closer up. That's all it is.
Actually, it's the Blue Jays. She's a big Blue Jays fan. But she's coming back today, so I think she still likes me. Well, we'll see.
Maybe we'll come down and do some shows from your apartment. That'd be fun. We should try to swing that.
Guys,
by the pool. We can do by the pool. Then when the Oilers are playing the Sharks, we go to the game in the evening.
There we go.
It all figured out. Hey, buddy. Thank you so much. Love having you. Thanks for always making time for us. We'll talk soon. And yes, have a great broadcast tomorrow evening.
Thank you very much. See you, boys. Good seeing you.
Drew Remenda checking in, of course, San Jose Sharks broadcaster, but very connected and plugged into the Edmonton Oilers and very interested in their fortunes as well. So he's getting ready to go. We love having Drew on the show.
Oh, I love Drew. Always just a great guest.
Give us a thumbs up if you're taking us in on YouTube. We are past 100. Let's see how high we can go.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Give us a thumbs up. If you already have, share the show link with somebody else. Send it off to them. Encourage them to give us a thumbs up. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. On Play Alberta, Jay Milne has not one but two Jay's plays of the day, including one out of spite.
Yeah, spite play. This Jay's spite play of the day, which is Mangiapane, scoring a goal against his former squad. And the regular one is Oilers to win, McDavid 2 or more points, Draisaitl 1 or more goals. That's boosted to plus 215. The Mangiapane goal is boosted to plus 510.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Massive. And there is a really good one, I think, there with a Trent Frederick 1 or more points. That's Dusty's play of the day, boosted to plus 153. You might want to sprinkle something on the old EST specials.
Time for clue number 4.
Oh, you're doing it.
Time for clue number 4. Yeah, let's do it now. Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. You're trying to win a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text in your guesses, maximum 3 guesses per person, to the afternoon inbox for River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. The 4th clue is Blue Jays. So the clues are Brewers, Expos, Red Sox, Blue Jays. Let's see if somebody can get it.
I think it's going to go to the wire.
You think we're going to need clue number 5?
I think we will.
Well, we'll find out in a few minutes. We have buying or selling for Damon Bunting. You'll hear a little bit more from Ekholm and Knobloch. We'll have words of the day. And, of course, in a couple minutes, an update from the Coop.
2 guys and a goalie.
Cass, let's get your thoughts on this, man. When you first heard it was going to be 2 years at the exact same cap hit, what came to your mind?
Oh, my jaw hit the floor. And all of a sudden, all my theories that I got called crazy for, that everyone in Toronto and Calgary was just tearing me to shreds, all of a sudden that became so much more plausible and realistic.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportstalk.com today.
The Blue Jays are playoff ready. Are you? Store your treasures with Sentinel Storage and create space for watch parties and cheering with friends. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Edmonton, Stuart Skinner gets a start as the Oilers open their season against the Flames. Puck drop at 8 o'clock. You can tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee up the action an hour before puck drop right here on EST. And this morning, Mattias Ekholm signed a 3-year extension in Edmonton, locking him up through the 2027-28 season. That comes in at an AAV of $4 million. And from Vegas, Jack Eichel is in an 8-year, $108 million deal to stay with the Golden Knights. That's a cap hit of $13.5 million per season. Vegas does hit the ice tonight playing the Kings. The Leafs and Canadians opening the night in just a moment. Nowadays, the Jays look to close out their series with the Yankees. Toronto collapsing in Game 3. The Jays leading 2-1 in this series. Louis Varland to the mound, first pitch at 5:08. And one game is underway. Chicago leading Milwaukee 4-2, bottom of the 5th inning. One out for the Cubs. Runner on first with Chicago on the brink, down 2-0 in the series. And after that, the Phillies and Dodgers go toe-to-toe. LA looking for the 3-game sweep. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Blue Jays game about to start. Game 4 against the Yankees. Blue Jays up 2-1 in the best of 5. They were up 6-1 last night, lost 9-6. We have flipped over to that game on the ESTV, so we will give you live updates if you're not able to watch yourself. We are not going to say spoiler alert before we give the score.
No, this is a sports station.
This is a sports station with a game on. If you are taping the Blue Jays game, well then, okay, we're going to keep you updated on the first 2 or 3 innings. What can we do? Somebody got it? Somebody got it. So the big clue does not get given out.
No.
Maybe we shouldn't have flipped them.
Well, you could still give it out.
All right, so this is just for bonus. The 5th clue for the Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery after the game was Vietnam.
We can keep it. See if
anybody else gets it. So we have a winner.
Yes.
We won't tell you who it was yet. You can now post in the nasty chat if you want. So the clues: Brewers, Expos, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Vietnam. But somebody got it before Vietnam.
Big Uke.
Big Uke got it?
Big Uke.
You didn't think anybody would get it before Vietnam.
I just didn't see how they would connect it, but I mean, I guess when you go that far,
yeah,
it's getting slimmer and slimmer as to who exactly it could be. I thought Vietnam would give it away. That's why I urged you to change it.
Well, it probably will. It should. It should give it away. But that's okay. Texting the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. It's presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. They have an $18.99 prime rib special, 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 p.m. That's available for dine-in and takeout. River Cree celebrating their birthday month, so that is pretty cool for them. And we should also remind everybody that the boys, Nielsen and Gazzola, are going to be live at Subway Sunwapta October 15th. That's a week from today for the oil stream. Get lunch, a free 6-inch with any purchase, and fill out a ballot to win a $100 Subway gift card. 10170 186th Street. Subway Sunwapta for the oil stream next Wednesday. So that'll be fun to have those guys out there. Not far away for us.
Did you see who's coming to the River Cree Resort and Casino on January 30th, 2026?
Who is it?
Brent Butt.
The comedian. Is he the Corner Gas guy?
He's from Corner Gas.
Right.
Pre-sale start tomorrow, Thursday, October 9th at 10 a.m. Pre-sale code is Corner Gas.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So you can go to Ticketmaster, search that event at River Cree. Brent Butt, Friday, January 30th. Doors at 8 at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Yeah, they get a lot of good stuff coming through there.
Should we do a limerick?
Yes. Do several if you want.
I shall. I'll do 3. This comes in from Bronco Nick. The regular season is finally here. Can't wait to watch the game with my beer. Ovation for Connor. Watching him is an honor. Honey-do list must wait, dear. This comes in from VR Montenegro. Oil season starts today, so here's a reminder to treat your oil stream show hosts a wee bit kinder. Negativity, please eschew. Bring only good vibes and juju. Benny the Jet is not fresh meat for the grinder. Well, that is true. Be nice. Take it easy on old Benny. He's it's happening.
Lucas, I don't know what has happened to your setup. Why do you have multiple television screens blocking your view of the actual television?
This is a Dustin thing. I don't know.
Why
I don't ask questions.
He needs to take that down every day.
No, he can't.
Lucas with a leadoff double for the Blue Jays. Sorry.
I can't see anything. That's Springer.
Sorry, Springer with a leadoff double. Lucas just flew out to center, so now Vladdy Jr. will bat with one-on-one out top of the first.
Box numberer with a limerick.
Box numberer. He loves being called that.
A play of the day made of spite. Seems like a bet with some bite. If Jay makes a pick, I bet on it quick. To nasties, it simply feels right.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Very well done.
Mattias Ekholm, contract extension today, 3 years, $4 million per season. Says Edmonton has turned out to be just excellent for him and his family.
I did not envision it to go this way, but obviously it only took a couple months, and we really enjoyed Edmonton as a city. Obviously, when you're on the road side of things and you just come here for the colder months and whatnot, it's probably harder. You don't know as much about the city, let's put it that way. You kind of tend to stay in the hotel and you go to do your dinner and then you play the game. But I've been really surprised about the community that is within Edmonton. I think it's fantastic. I think there's places around Edmonton that's absolutely gorgeous, and we really enjoy being here and really happy the way it has turned out, if I'll put it that way.
So we played that earlier. Ekholm, and it sounds like he's in a pretty good place. I want to just point something else. That is not a horse in the dressing room. Just listen.
I did not envision it to go this way, but obviously it only took a couple months, and we really enjoyed Edmonton.
That is Jack Michaels laughing.
I did not envision it to go this way, but obviously it only took a couple months, and we really enjoyed Edmonton.
That is Jack Michaels laughing. Blue Jays have the lead. Well, we've said that before. Guerrero, 1 out.
That's cold.
What do you mean?
Well, we've said that before.
Well, they were up 5 runs yesterday. He put it right on the line. He put it right on the right field line. Kind of a liner to the other field. Got a single out of it, so the Blue Jays with a quick 1-0 lead on Schlittler. What did Chet Palmer say?
He's the Schlitt boy.
Hey, Vladdy, you better not slit your pants. Well, he didn't. He stood up there and he got a nice single out of it. So a quick lead for the Blue Jays. 8:18 official puck drop time at Rogers Place as the Oilers take on the Calgary Flames this evening to get their season going. In season openers all time in the NHL, the Oilers are 24-17-4. Home openers all time, they are 25-15-5. They last played the Flames in a home opener October 4th, 2017. They were coming off a playoff appearance to the second round. Connor McDavid scored all 3 goals in the game. Cam Talbot had a shutout. Oilers won 3-0, and that was one of the highlights of that season. Didn't go very well after that.
Can I ask you something, an opinion on tonight's game?
Of course.
Given how raucous it'll be prior to the start of the game, especially with Connor McDavid, is it imperative that the Oilers get the first goal?
No.
You don't think it's a runaway? Let's say the first 3 minutes of the game, Calgary squeaks one through. Is that just not going to deflate the entire crowd?
Well, it would deflate the crowd. I don't think it would end the game.
If there's a path to a runaway victory for the Flames tonight, it starts with that.
With them scoring a goal, yes.
Well, Reid, seriously?
No, I don't think the Oilers will be derailed if they give up an early goal tonight. By no means.
Okay.
I don't. 2 or 3, 3-goal deficit early, maybe that'd be a little more derailing. But no, I think 1, they'd be fine. What do you think? You think they're that fragile?
Be interesting.
Certainly will be.
I'll be watching. Do you want to announce who it was?
Yes. All right. So
we'll do buying or selling after.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it after. We got time. So the Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game is Tim Johnson. Now the clues were, and the Big Uke figured this out, and now a couple people have put it in the nasty chat. Tim Johnson. The clues were Brewers. He played for the Brewers. What?
Nothing. I just
from 73 to 78. He was a coach with the Expos in 93 and 94. He was a coach with the Red Sox in 95, 96. Then the clue was Blue Jays. He played for the Blue Jays 78, 79, was the manager of the Blue Jays in 98. And then the final clue was Vietnam. So he told players stories about his battle experiences in Vietnam to give them, perspective or pump them up or, talk to them about teamwork and acceptance and battling and all that kind of stuff. It turned out most, if not all, of these stories were fabricated. Okay? He did serve, but he didn't serve to the extent that he said he did. He trained in the Marine Corps Reserve throughout the war. He was a trained mortarman, and he was playing in the Dodgers farm system. So after managing the Blue Jays in 98, at the winter meetings that offseason, he admitted what he did. He said it was like a 50,000-pound weight taken off his shoulders. He entered therapy and called several of his players to apologize for lying. The Blue Jays were going to let him come back in 99. In spring training, he apologized to the other team. But then the questions kept coming. And finally, March 17th, so a couple weeks before the season, he was fired. So Tim Johnson is the mystery athlete of the game, perhaps in more ways than one.
Interesting story there.
Did you know about that? Do you remember that?
No. No. Did not. Vietnam, eh?
For some reason.
Why would you do that?
Well, yeah. I get it. You got to manipulate. It's a form of manipulation of your players, which I guess is what coaches do. Like, hey, because apparently there was a thing he told Pat Hentgen a story to get Hentgen to accept the different role in the bullpen. So I don't know if he was like, yeah, I was getting shot at and like, okay.
That's a little far.
Yeah.
That's a little aggressive. If I do say so myself.
So he was no longer the manager of the Blue Jays and has not managed since.
So are you going straight from here to the game?
I am not going straight to the game from here. But I will not dilly-dally where I am going. If it was a 7 o'clock game, I would be going straight to the game from here.
Do you have any sort of a review for the little card collectible? Well, I guess not cards. Comic books and video games. That store we went to yesterday?
They have a lot of video games.
A ton of
They
video
have
games.
way more video games than I thought. Yeah, way more than I thought they would.
They had a lot of drum kits and guitars for Rock Band or whatever that game was. That was shocking to me.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Did you ever play that?
I played, I've played Guitar Hero. Not
Yeah,
extensively,
Guitar Hero.
but I have played it. It's fun.
Rock band was great.
How come?
Well, you just get the boys together and it's
But you
karaoke.
actually were in a rock band.
Well, yeah.
You didn't need the
it's
video
fun.
game.
Oh, it was great practice.
You had the real thing.
It was fun. That was a great game.
I'm just updating my spreadsheet for the mystery player of the game.
Oh, shoot.
So we don't use anybody again.
Oh, no, that's tomorrow.
What?
Our predictions and our fantasy.
You're off tomorrow, though. You're away tomorrow.
That's true.
We'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out. We'll do it Friday. Whatever.
Yeah, we
just
can make it. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
Barry the Cheater says Reid probably has to run to the store to pick up Hernan some darts. That will not be happening. I don't think Hernan will be enjoying any darts on the media level. All right. We'll get back with buying or selling. Congratulations to the Big Uke. He wins the Hudson's Canada's Pub. Mystery athlete of the game, of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with the all-new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instants, and, of course, sports betting. Here's Zach.
The Oilers have signed 35-year-old Mattias Ekholm to a 3-year extension worth a total of $12 million. Tonight, it's a Battle of Alberta matchup. The Oilers and Flames kick off their seasons. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson go live with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 7 to preview the action. Tune in right here on EST. And from Vegas, Jack Eichel has signed an 8-year, $108 million deal with the Golden Knights with a cap hit of $13.5 million per season. On the ice, the Leafs and Canadians go toe-to-toe for Montreal. That one just about to get underway. After that, Boston and Washington meet at 5:30 before LA and Vegas drop the puck in Sin City at 8 o'clock. MLB action, the Jays and Yankees are underway in Game 4, bottom of the first. Jays up 1-0. George Springer with the run for Toronto. Louis Varland on the mound, 1 out for New York, and a runner on first base. Elsewhere, the Brewers trail the Cubs 4-2, bottom of the 6th. Milwaukee eyeing the 3-game sweep before LA and Philly clash. Dodgers up 2-0 in the series. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Petrakos from the Hockey News. I think what Eichel's getting is fair value for what he brings to that team. Just your thoughts on his new deal.
I thought this was going to start a trend, Hernan. I thought players are going to start taking hometown discounts left and right. This was sort of what everyone was kind of projecting. I think the Golden Knights wanted to sit in a spot where they're going to pay Marner and Eichel a combined $25 million.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Stuff your turkey, not your house. Need more space for your winter gear or to get the car into the garage? Sentinel Storage has convenient and affordable storage solutions at a store near you. Buy Canadian, store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Must you click? Click. Must you click?
All right, that is the Thumb Click remix that's put together by Zachary Kubish. If you're taking us in on the YouTube stream, click the thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get to 133. by the end of the show. That's only 14 more. We're at 119. We always try to get over 100. If you've already clicked the thumbs up, click the share button and send the link to the show on YouTube off to somebody else to check it out and give us a thumbs up. Maybe you're listening on iHeartRadio, on TuneIn Radio. Also great. Appreciate you using those apps. And just remember, help us spread the word for Edmonton Sports Talk. We've grown a lot since the station started up a little over 2 years ago. This show started a little over a year ago. So we're doing some great stuff. And don't forget our morning show, The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. You get it on all the streaming platforms I just mentioned. Plus, from 6:04 a.m. to 9 a.m. every weekday morning, you get it on 95.7 Cruise FM. So we got you covered. It's awesome stuff. 6 to 6 every day. Plus, Oilers and Elks pre- and post-game coverage. So tonight at 7, we have the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola, and then Tom's on right after the game for the Oil Stream postgame show. Now, I want to keep mentioning Saturday. I know people might be saying, well, Reid, there's a game tonight. Yes, fair enough, but Saturday is going to be an awesome day. The Elks have a home game, and the Oilers have a home game. So at 4 o'clock, we have our Green and Gold kickoff show with Jay Milne and Matthew Awanek. At 7 o'clock, Awanek's going to host the Oil Stream pregame show. So he'll be watching the end of the Elks game and hosting. Then at 8 o'clock, you and him will jump back on for the Green and Gold kickoff show or postgame show. And then after the Oilers game, Tom's going to be back on for the Oil Stream postgame show. So we'll have pre and post for both our beloved teams on Saturday. It's going to be incredible.
The reason Matt is hosting the pregame show,
right,
is because Tommy's doing his sideline duties with TSN during the Elks game.
We got busy guys here.
And then he's coming right over here, do the postgame. Or maybe he'll do it from home. From the satellite studio.
He'll probably do it from home, yeah. That's going to be a great day. Huge game for the Elks, which we'll continue to talk about. You're away tomorrow. I'm going to have Huss on.
Nice.
From Winnipeg Sports Talk. I think Awaneks might do some of the show with me, and then I'll just see what other trouble I can get up to.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a lot to talk about. 1-0 Blue Jays, top of the second. We'll keep an eye on that game, of course, for the rest of the show. Buying or selling, presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. Okay, I have a buying or selling or two for you. What do you have? Do you have some for me too?
Yeah, I do.
You usually have better ideas than I have.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't know. Easy now, okay? Okay. Crosby, Malkin, and Letang.
Yes.
Became the first trio to play 20 seasons together.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
3,726 games combined.
Okay.
Stanley Cups in 09, 16, and 17. Buying or selling, another trio comes along and plays longer.
I'm going to say buying. I think that will happen at some point.
You do?
Or they'll match it, yeah. I just think eventually a team will put together a good group of players and they'll decide they're all going to stick together. Now, Leon, Connor, and Nuge are halfway there.
Right.
And Nurse.
So what
could they all play another 10?
Quartet?
Well, even if McDavid left in 3 years, it could be Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, and Nurse.
Interesting.
All together.
20 years though. That's impressive.
Well, we should mention this about Nugent Hopkins, because what is he? 80 games away from 1,000. Got to double check his game total. Oh no, sorry, he's much closer than that. He's at 959. That'll be fun this year.
Yeah, wow.
Nice milestone.
What a milestone is right.
But I you know what? I'm going to say that could happen. I'm going to buy on
And you're
that.
thinking that could happen in Edmonton.
It could. So 3 players, 20 seasons together on the same team.
As Crosby, Malkin, and Letang just did last night as they started their 20th season together.
Right. This is the start of the 20th season.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? I'm just double checking something here.
Why not?
Is Draisaitl... Now, do we count Draisaitl's 14-15 season when he only played 37 games? If we count that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we count 14-15, in which Draisaitl didn't play the full season, was Nurse on that team yet? Well, anyway, we have guys who are halfway there on the Oilers.
Halfway there.
Well, Nurse only played 2 games in 14-15, so we can't give him that.
I don't know how they've defined this either.
So if we start with 15-16...
I think if you play in the season, that counts. If you play 1 game. Because they're counting this as the 20th, and they've only played 1 game this season.
Right. That's pretty interesting.
Buying or selling Coob, if you want to throw up the Rangers jersey from last night.
Apparently you just need 1 game to count.
Yeah.
So Nurse would count in 14-15. So forget McDavid. So we could count Nurse, Nugent, Hopkins, and Draisaitl starting in 14-15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the 12th season for Nurse, Nuge, and Draisaitl together. Could they all play another 9 years, counting this one together with the Oilers?
I don't know about that. And do you think Nuge?
Why couldn't he? Nurse is 30. Turns 31 in February. Nugent Hopkins is 32, turns 33 on April 12th. And Leon Draisaitl is 29, turns 30 on the 27th of this month. So they'd have to play, to 40-41, basically.
Nuge is an unrestricted free agent in 29-30.
Well, I'm just saying. You asked me if it's possible.
Sure,
I think so.
Is it likely?
But this is why I think it'll happen with some team at some point.
That's fair.
But it's interesting. It is in play for members of the Oilers.
Buying or selling, the Rangers wore these jerseys last night. For those not on the YouTube stream, these are their Centennial throwback jerseys. Buying or selling, Reid. I can tell you one thing. I'm selling hard. I did not like them live. Okay? I did not like them live. It made me look at the TV really close and say, what the hell's going on here?
I think they look great.
I just think they're too close to like their actual jerseys.
I think that's the point.
I don't know. I think it should be a departure. Now, forgive me. I'm not totally naive. I know that these are a throwback to something they wore in the past. I get it. The color was just weird.
I think they look great. I think they have a great jersey. Weren't they my number 1 when we ranked our jerseys back in February?
Yeah, mine was Detroit,
which I had near the bottom.
Oddly enough.
It is, and Zulu just said on the nest yet, the blue is too light. It is a lighter blue that's maybe a little jarring, but as a Centennial jersey, I think it's a great throwback jersey. I think it looks awesome.
I like its simplicity, but I do agree with Zulu. The blue just threw me off. And it was honestly because I didn't know they were wearing them. So when I tuned into the Penguins-Rangers game, I said, what is going on here?
It caught me off guard too a little bit. Yeah, like looking at the little, it looks smudged together almost, right? There's no really definition, I think, between the colors too much. Like the off-white sits well as a Centennial. I blinked a couple times. I'm like, wait, are those the right jerseys?
Nordiques-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, the blue? Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, Rip City Sepp says, those jerseys on TV look like a dog in a cape to Jay.
Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
That's
well
awesome.
said.
No, I didn't like those. Sorry, I didn't mind.
You didn't
those.
mind them.
I
Okay.
didn't mind those at all.
My last buying or selling for you, Reid. Buying or selling, election signs actually do something for you.
Something?
Yeah.
Well, they remind me that there's an election.
Is that it? I find election signs to be completely useless.
And you are a man who once had election signs.
Yeah, I put them up like the rest of those idiots. I was one of them.
Probably. Now, as I've gone through my adulthood, I always vote. I have never missed an election.
I've never missed one myself.
Even if I'm uninformed. And some elections, I would have considered myself reasonably informed. Probably,
I like to be informed.
Probably for this civic election, I will vote in it. I don't consider myself overly informed, but the election signs remind me that there's an election. I've seen the sign of the incumbent. I've seen the signs of other people. Perhaps that'll spur me to do a little bit of reading.
Well, you'll do like the once over where they usually put them all of them into, like I know in Strathcona County, the Sherwood Park News does a great job on your ward.
Right.
And they'll have ward by ward breakdowns. Here's who this person is. Here's what they had to say.
Right.
And you can usually gauge who you're going to vote on from that.
Right.
But the election signs don't say, "Oh, I'm voting for Tim Schmidt." That's not what, you know what I mean?
Well, they don't. Yeah, you can't know much about the platform.
I think it means most to the uninformed, where they say, well, maybe, "Oh, I saw that sign."
Maybe that's what I. Well, that's what I am for this election. I admit it. Like some elections, again, I've been more involved as a voter, but for this civic election, I'm not.
You have time, you know.
Yes, is it the 20th?
October 20th.
Yeah, so I should maybe find out more. Well, I will find out more. I hope. So
maybe
I guess,
we should hijack the Reid Wilkins show one day and just make it political.
People would love that.
Oh, they'd love that.
Yeah, people would love that.
Well, you know how I feel about politicians.
I think I hear him coming now. I certainly do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any buying or selling for me?
I have a buying or selling for you. Buying or selling. An Oiler will get his first NHL point tonight. Well, there's only a couple of options. Okay, buying or selling. Buying or selling. A player will get his first point as an Oiler tonight.
Buying.
Okay.
So that's
Monge.
Boom. Book it.
Savoy didn't get a point last year, right? Though he has NHL points. Howard, Tomashek.
Frederick Cup. Something. He was.
Oh, he didn't get a point in the regular season. So it would be his first point as an Oiler.
That's true.
Because he only played 7 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regula.
Well, Mangiapane. That's my pick.
So there's almost a third of the roster as a candidate for first point as an Oiler. First NHL point, Howard and Tomashek.
It's highly likely that, yes. An Oiler, a new, how did you word it?
Will someone get their first point as an Oiler tonight?
In the regular season.
In the regular season, right? Because Frederick, didn't he have 3 points in the playoffs? Trent Frederick. Oh, hang on. Trent Frederick, one regular season game last year, did not get a point. He had 4 points in the postseason. 22 games, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. So he's eligible. Obviously, Tomashek and Howard are eligible. Philp is not. He got a couple points last year. Savoy did get a point last year. I forgot about that. He got an assist. So he's not eligible for first point as an Oiler. Regula would be. So you think somebody gets their first point as an Oiler tonight? Well, because both Frederick and Mangiapane are excellent candidates.
Yeah.
It would be Frederick's first point as an Oiler because the regular season is what they count. So first, NHL, so you're buying on that. So then are you buying Howard or Tomaszek will get their first NHL point tonight?
Selling.
You going to sell that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? You?
Yeah, I'll probably sell.
Wouldn't it be pretty awesome, though, if Howard rips a one-timer?
The first goal wouldn't it be great if the first goal of the season is Howard from Tomaszek and Regula?
Yes. Or Ekholm from McDavid and Bouchard.
The extension guys.
The extenders.
Or Wallman's not playing, so we can't put him in there. About the extenders. Sounds like the name of a band. Or perhaps a supplement.
Shipped discreetly to your door.
Shipped. Like that one commercial where the guy's like, hey, I got this problem. And it's like, and look, it comes discreetly to, but the point of it, of something being that or anything else for that matter, being shipped discreetly is that you don't have to pick it up and say golf balls.
Right.
Because it looks like golf balls.
Yes.
So by doing that, he's drawing attention to the fact that it's not golf balls. Like golf balls is if you got some sort of naughty device or pills shipped to your door and they looked exactly like pills or a naughty device. Then you would say, oh, no, it's golf balls.
Right.
But when they look like golf balls and everybody's walking by your house and being like,
it's a done deal.
Oh, Jablonski got golf balls shipped. He's a big golfer. You don't say golf balls.
It was not shaped in a long, skinny, rectangular box.
Right, or whatever.
Hey, that actor, that guy that you're talking about, I have no idea what his name is. But if somebody can find me the name, that guy is Mr. Commercial.
We got to get him on the show.
We got to get him on the show. I want to talk to him. How many commercials has he been in?
Has he been in a lot of commercials?
He is Mr.
There's that one woman who it seems like she's been in every commercial for 3 or 4 years. Like she's smaller built. And
what's the commercial she's in?
That's that Sunwing commercial. She was in that. I think she might have even been in a Tim's commercial. She's like in everything.
You know that guy that hosts the on-field stuff at the Riverhawks games? What's his name?
Donovan Workin.
He was in a ton of commercials in Edmonton for a while.
Well, he was in the car wash commercial.
He was in the Hughes car wash ones. He was in the city of Edmonton, like the Eco Station ones. He was in all those. He had a good run.
He's a funny guy.
He had a good run in local television.
So behind the scenes, every Christmas, so Jalen and I worked together at Ched, and she would do the afternoon show before mine, and she would have Santa Claus on every year. He was Santa Claus.
Oh,
I hope I didn't just ruin that for anybody.
Well, he was an actor.
Santa Claus. There was an actor playing Santa Claus.
He was playing as
because the real Santa Claus was so busy.
He is obviously busy.
Yeah, extremely busy.
Jalen and Coach.
Yeah, you know them.
Yeah, well, I know of Coach.
Yeah, good guy.
Her hubby.
Keep giving us the thumbs up on YouTube. We need 9 thumbs to get to our new goal of 133. And, of course, you can text the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Congratulations to the Big Uke. He won the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game gift card. He knew that the mystery athlete was Tim Johnson, who was for 1 year in 1998 the manager of the Blue Jays and was fired for lying about his service in Vietnam. Like, people hear that for the first time must be like, what?
Me?
Googled Tim Johnson baseball, and you can read about it. That has to be one of the most bizarre stories when you think about it. Blue Jays up 1-0 on the Yankees, bottom of the second inning in Game 4 of the American League Division Series. Mattias Ekholm getting the contract extension today. 3 years, $4 million per year. Head coach Chris Knobloch says Ekholm just a huge presence on their team.
Guys have so much respect for him. I didn't know him very well. Obviously, seen him play for their Nashville for many years, and then come to Edmonton, and then me coming here, and you just see the presence that he has on the ice. He plays against other teams' top lines. He's part of some power play, outstanding on the penalty kill, plays on a top pair. So, for that side of it, a lot of respect. But here's also in the dressing room, the guys have so much respect for him because he's a pretty honest player. He's he'll call out guys when they're not playing at their best, and he's a pretty good leader. So I think we have a lot of those guys, but I think Ecky's one of those, probably carries a little more weight for the guys that don't actually wear the letters.
Ekholm and company ready to go tonight against the Calgary Flames. Here's the Coop.
From Edmonton, it's the Oilers and Flames clashing at 8 o'clock. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, which goes live at 7 right here on EST. And earlier, the Oilers extended Mattias Ekholm to a 3-year deal. The 35-year-old is entering the final year of his current contract, with his new deal carrying an AAV of $4 million. Meanwhile, Jack Eichel and the Golden Knights have agreed to an 8-year extension worth an annual salary of $13.5 million. And there's 3 other games on tap around the league. Toronto and Montreal midway through the first. Montreal's Oliver Kapanen has tied the game at 1 apiece. Bobby McCann, the goal scorer for Toronto. And just about 4 minutes into action, the Bruins and Capitals are scoreless. Washington on the power play. After that, the Kings and Golden Knights hit the ice. In MLB action, Toronto and New York are midway through the second. Bottom of the second. In Game 4 of their series, Jays leading 1-0. Just 1 out for New York. Runner on first base, Louis Varland pitching for the Bluebirds. Austin Wells batting for the Yankees. And Milwaukee is down 4-3 against Chicago. In the top of the 7th, Brewers eyeing the 3-game sweep. Later on, the Dodgers and Phillies meet. Philly on the brink, down 2-0 to L.A. The Reid Wilkins Show wraps up following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching the button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
What's happening, Coop? What's going on, Oil Country? Game tonight. They count in the standings. Well, there were games that counted in the standings yesterday, yes. But the Oilers game counts in the standings tonight. First of 4 meetings against the Calgary Flames this season. Last year, the Oilers went 2-1 against the Flames. The Flames went 1-1 against the Oilers because one of the Oilers' wins was in overtime. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Frederick, the Oilers' top line. Nugent-Hopkins between Mangiapane and Savoy. Henrique with Howard and Tomashek. And then Philp with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Ekholm with Bouchard. Nurse with Regula. Kulak with Emberson. And Skinner, your goaltender, and Calvin Pickard will back him up. 8:18 is the official start time. I know the schedule says 8. It's 8:18. There'll be, of course, because it's the first game of the season, some player intros, a little bit of stuff going on before the game. It's going to be, I really feel, and I could be wrong. I mean, we're very lucky, Jay, that we get to interact with a lot of Oilers fans.
Yes.
So, but I also understand I'm not interacting with all of them. So sometimes people say, well, how do the fans feel about this? And I'll often say, well, I can't answer for everybody, but here's what I've noticed. I feel since McDavid signed, it almost feels like there's been a weight lifted off the fan base. Like they are ready to party tonight. And hopefully it's a win, but they're ready to get rolling. Like they don't have to say, even if McDavid goes out tonight and gets 6 points, if he wasn't signed, I wonder if they would feel like, how much longer are we going to see that? As opposed to saying, well, at least we know he's extended. Not for a long time, but I just feel, have you noticed that? I feel like 100%. A little bit of the word, and maybe it's just because people ask us all the time. Like I would get texts from friends I haven't talked to in 2 years. What's going on with McDavid? And I'm like, yeah, nice to want to catch up.
There is a sense of relief, no question. And that's warranted. I mean, if Connor McDavid was not extended to, think of that, Reid. Let's talk about that. If
we'd be talking about,
it would be nonstop.
Well, okay,
it would be down. It would be a very down show still. Right? People would be sad. People would be angry. Why isn't he extended?
Yeah.
It would have been a totally different show.
Well, I think it would just be part of the story of the season would be, okay, look, he may not deal with his extension until after the season, or he may become a free agent.
I think it allowed Oilers fans to now, okay, he's back. Now let's look at the season. Let's actually look at these. Because if you were to read, if Connor McDavid, and maybe this lends itself to Cass's theory, Matt Cassian, that McDavid was doing this to take the pressure off. Because if you look at these 4 lines that the Oilers are rolling out tonight, there is a ton of questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
A ton of questions at forward.
Yep.
That was not talked about really at all. We talked about it a bit.
Well, the goal deficit.
But not as much as normally we would have if Connor McDavid, if none of this contract stuff was brought up or part of the story. I mean, you have a lot of people that are new to this lineup. I mean, we had 5 counted it earlier that might score their first point as an Oiler in the regular season. That has not been talked about. That has not been berated and said, oh, this team stinks because of this. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fact. So maybe Connor was...
Maybe he knew what he was doing.
Playing chess while everybody else was playing checkers.
We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday back at the Canadian Brewhouse after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. Mattias Ekholm getting that extension.
Yeah, I think for me, it's been the full package when it comes to our family. Like, my wife loves it here. Our kids love it here. They've schooled, they have friends. We have a really big network outside of hockey, and obviously on the ice speaks for itself. The team that we have, the organization itself, first class, takes care of us every day. And there wasn't any question marks, to be honest with you. We just wanted to find a fair number, and then we definitely wanted to stay.
Yeah, it's interesting. Certainly concern about the goaltending. We'll see how Skinner does. We'll see how Pickard does. Maybe a goal deficit out front with some of the forwards who have left and some of the ones who have replaced them. The defense core looking pretty darn good.
Absolutely. I think we have all the pieces on the back end to be a really solid group, and we probably have guys on the third pair that should be on a second pair, and that's obviously a really good problem to have. So think the world of these guys. I think we've shown in the last 2 seasons too that we can swing them with the best. So really confident in our whole team, but I think our defense has been very solid.
Okay, let's get it going tonight, and let's wrap up this program with
the word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Dun, da, da, da.
Jeez, playing that before I even get a point.
Well, this is you know how I do. Well, you don't know how I do it.
I don't know. No, I don't know how you do most things
every day. And I'm. So this is a softball. I'm just going to say it. Finicky. First word of the day, finicky.
Actually, I'm not totally sure how to spell it. I think it's FN. Sorry, starting over.
Thank you.
FINNICKY.
Oh, no.
It's one N. Okay. Finicky means sort of like unstable and something you gotta, by the way, see what commercials on TV? That's our.
Oh, it's a guy!
It's the guy who wants to.
Rise again.
He wants to rise again. Yes.
That's the guy.
He's getting his golf balls. So we got to interview him.
I want to get him on our show.
Yeah, why not?
Because you've seen him. He's a commercial guy.
I don't recall him from other commercials.
I've seen him. Maybe it was, I don't know. Finicky.
Chris says Ekholm is 3 houses down from me. He's a beauty. He stayed in Edmonton all summer long. Yeah, that's cool. Finicky means like sort of fidgety, like uncertain. Like, this switch is finicky. And you get a fiddle. It's something you get a fiddle with.
Finicky describes someone who is very hard to please or something that requires a lot of care, precision, or attentive effort.
Right.
So
yeah, I guess a person. I went more with a thing.
1 out of 2.
Yeah, I just took a stab at the spelling. I wasn't sure. I guess you never really see that word. I'd never see the word finicky in a Reacher novel. Reacher looked down at his pistol. Like, he would not have a finicky pistol.
He would not.
No, his pistol's it's a highly honed device.
Maybe you'd have a finicky stuffed animal.
Maybe.
Second word.
I didn't hear what you said.
Emend.
Emend. Not amend.
No, emend.
Well, I know how to spell amend, so I guess I'll spell emend the similar way. EMEND? Okay, I do not know this word. I do not know this word at all. So I'll sacrifice a half point and get a sentence. Emend. I can't even think of what that would be.
Okay. Bowman lived in New York and had no children. Surely it wasn't much to ask him to amend a plan.
Alter? But to amend something means to change it. To emend something also means to change it?
Amend, yes. To edit or change. Or to free from faults or errors. To correct.
Because an amendment is we got to make an amendment to Coob's working hours.
I'm not as dumb as I look.
Emend and amend mean almost the same thing.
Why would they even have
Why would they have those words?
It's like a dog with a cape.
English language people.
So
we got to storm the country of England now.
Yes, clearly. 2.5 out of 4.
Not bad. Yeah, finicky. I got the spelling wrong.
What number is Mangiapane wearing?
88.
2.88 out of 4.
You're just randomly giving me more points
well,
for no reason.
For the goal. For the goal.
Game tonight. Edmonton Sports Talk back with live programming in just over an hour at 7 o'clock. The Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola leading into the Oilers and the Flames. And then Tom's on after the game. I'll join him. Matt Cassian will join them for the Oil Stream postgame show. All right, here we go. Almost game time, everybody. On behalf of Zach Kubish and Jay Milne, I'm Reid. Enjoy the game.